This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the return, the glorious return of
I was watching the podcast.
the God Dang Podcast. It's the Matt and Mark Movie Show. Mark, hello.
How are you, sir? I like that you assume that women listen.
I always assume. Always assume. I like to make an ass out of you and me, so I like to assume all the time. Hey, Mark.
Shit, it's been forever.
It feels like we've been away for like years this time. It was really, I think it was about a month and a half since Masters of the Universe, 1987. Our last episode was Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, 1987.
Basically, we dropped off when all the big movies were happening. Sorry.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, that was like the best month for movies, it seems.
It
Like
really
everything
was.
that hit the theaters was something worth watching. And of course, I missed most of them, unfortunately. But
Yes, which
I
is
may have picked
why,
up some.
and one of the reasons why, this is not the Summer Movie Bro Down episode. That's going to be next time, hopefully. We just want to watch more summer movies before we do a proper catch-up. So this episode is more just for me and Mark to hang out and just catch up on what we've been watching, to give each other recs, and let you fuckers just hang out with us, you know? I've been
And
away.
see how horrible we are.
Yeah, how totally out of fucking practice we are. The rhythm is completely like, but you know what? The magic is still there. The magic is still there,
Fuck
bro.
yeah.
That's the most important.
You know what's funny, though? It does seem like it's been forever, too, because you're in a completely different location. Your image quality is a lot higher. So it's like technology has advanced many years.
Yes.
You're more successful. You're in a bigger place.
Yes. Dude, did I tell you? I'm sure I won't bore people too much with this, but like, I had the worst move. It was the worst move I've ever had in my life, making this move here across the country, because Jess and I both got incredibly, horrifically sick the night before the movers arrived.
Dude, that is
like
crazy.
Could not have happened at a worse time. I'm talking like fever, chills, headaches, body aches. Like, that was just the first 24 hours. Then the next week, I was like shitting my brains out, like constantly. Just shitting. I was like, I thought I had fucking diphtheria or something. It was really bad.
At least you had movers, though. Can you imagine trying to pick shit up and shitting your pants, like lifting your
shat all over everything,
blasting sharts into your underwear? Like,
oh, dude, that was hilarious! I texted Mark a picture of this. The movers crated my TV like it was goddamn the Ark of the Covenant at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. My fucking TV was in a full-on crate. A guy came over and built. He was not the mover. He came over to build a crate specifically for the TV. Like, that's what.
Do you feel as though that process to do all that would have been cheaper to buy a new TV?
100%. Oh, wait.
If you had to pay for
you know
all
what's
that
amazing
shit?
about that, though? He did all that, Mark, and in the spirit of that, when the TV got here, I was like, it's too fucking small for the new place. So we are going to buy a new TV. So all
what are you
going
going
to
do with the old TV?
I might keep it. Actually, I think it might be cool to hook up in here. This could be a bad idea, but to hook up in here and make it as part of like a retro. I want to make like a retro corner where like I have like a Nintendo and like an SNES hooked up, maybe like a VHS player, like a VCR, like I could just like pop tapes in. Like, I know it would be cool. Basically, the retro corner would be the best it could be if you had like a fucking CRT, like a tube TV. But those things are heavy, and I just don't know where I would
suck.
Yeah, I mean, they're a little sucky. It's charming, it's cool, but like, I get it. I get why collectors would do that, but it might just be cool to like put a TV like a flat against the wall and be like, it's a retro corner. I have all this shit plugged in. Plug in like a retro Pi, play whatever. Be like, fuck it, man. You want to play fucking Adventure Island on NES? We could just play that shit right now. Like, I think that would be kind of awesome, actually.
And on a big screen too, that would be cool.
Yeah,
That's the problem
which
with
would
those
be
a lot of
amazing.
those retro setups. It's just like big hulking massive monitor that just occupies way too much space
Yes.
just for an image that's like that fucking big. It's like seriously.
It's the equivalent of a pear-shaped person where like they're tiny on top and they've got a giant ass. It's like the tube TVs weigh like 80 pounds, but it's all the plumbing inside and the back. The screen is 9 inches. You know what I mean? So what the fuck, man? Where's that supposed to go in your house? You know what I mean?
Yeah, plus it's like I don't know, it's just there's something cool about even as a kid, it's like if you think about reliving your childhood, it's like playing Super Mario on a fucking huge screen, how
Oh
cool
yeah.
that is.
Dude,
Way
actually, I've been
better.
feeling a little bit of that. Literally, I've been. I know we're not a video game show, but like I've been playing Super Mario 2 on NES because I've played through, as you've seen, I've played through the original Super Mario many times. I've played through Super Mario 3 many times, but I've never really played Super Mario 2. I've played a level here or there. It was just a random sequel that I missed. So I've been actually playing that lately. It's so funny. Mark will send me texts. He'll send me like videos of like his cool, I'm assuming like PS5 games that he plays. And like, at first it looks like a movie to me because I just play retro games. So when I see shit, I'm like, what movie is this? It's Mark playing a video game. It looks like he's playing with real people. I'm over here looking at 8-bit pixels. Like, you know what I mean?
I like how we kind of went in the opposite direction. I went
You
like
know,
crazy. So everything I just wired for like 10 gig fiber optic. So
holy
everything's
shit.
connected through this 10 gig switch and it goes from this high end PC straight to the TV. It's fucking insane how
Damn.
good
Dude,
games are now,
dude,
man.
I feel like you could be like Michael Bay in your edit bay, making Bayhem in your home. Whereas I'm not, I don't own a CRT TV, but I'm living in one. You know what I mean? Also, I wanted to say I've gotten to World 4 on Super Mario 2, and it is incredibly difficult. It is pissing me off every day. It's
Oh,
it's the hardest Mario game I've ever played. Ever.
which one is two? Is that weird dream one?
No, 2 is the one oh no, is it a dream? Is it all a dream?
No,
Super
no, there
Mario
was this
2,
one.
it was like another game originally. And they reskinned it as a Mario game for America. It was one of these.
Oh,
Um,
really?
it's the game where Mario has giant turnips. You could pull like turnips out of the ground and like
Oh,
throw them
yes.
at enemies. And there's
Dude, that
sequences
one
with
was
a flying
hard as
carpet.
fuck.
Yeah, and you could play as Toad, Luigi, or the princess, or Mario. Although Luigi fucking sucks because every time you try to jump with him, he does this like fucking Twinkle Toes dance move, and it's like there's no control over where he lands. It's really annoying. So I mostly just wind up playing with Mario.
You
I'm
wind up like throwing shit at them.
Oh, I get so mad every day playing it. I can only play for about an hour because like my Tourette sets in and I get really fucking mad about it. And my neighbors, I'm sure, think I'm homicidal. I know because I've been like, "Oh, fucking kill you, fucking Italian, fucking back." I spew this bile. Like, I get so mad. I'm like,
Oh,
"Pick up the
here's
turnip!"
a here's a question for you. In because when I lived in LA and also San Francisco, California construction fucking sucks. Like you can hear everything on the other side of a wall. It's like no
Yeah.
matter where I've lived in California, the in where you are now, is it the same? Can you hear your neighbors or is it
No.
more?
This building is wonderfully constructed. I can't really hear anyone. The only thing I can hear, I live in kind of a fancy area. This is kind of like the
Ooh.
Upper West Side. This is a very fancy area. And right outside my window, right now, they're not out there right now, but this is a very like it's like an upscale area. Like there's a lot of shops here. There are a lot of events here like every weekend. So like
Oh
today
wow.
they had a kids fest. So it was like kids playing and they had booths and vendors and fucking games and a talent show was happening. It was literally happening right
Damn.
outside my window. So for like 5 hours today, it sounded like a massive like festival was happening, and then it just stopped. At 2 o'clock, those
Be-
people disappeared. So
because it's so unaffordable in New York, what is that? Does that feel like you've leveled up significantly? Because
It
most of the places we've lived are so expensive. It's like there's no way we can afford these upscale areas. But when you get to these small towns, like even Palm Springs, it feels weird when I walk around my neighborhood. I'm like, holy shit! It's actually like
you
there's
feel
no
like
drug addicts, no one's
you're
getting
moving on
murdered.
up. You're like
Yeah, it's like
you've made
everything's
it. Yeah,
clean.
like you made it. Yeah, dude, it is because also too, I've been rocketed into society because like in Napa where I was living in Napa, California, and it is a one horse town. I will tell you plainly. You've heard me complain about it on this show. Mark hears me bitch about it all the
It
time.
sounded so dead.
Mark, I basically went from living in like a retirement community where I never saw anyone to like being like I feel like I live in the middle of the Grove. You want to talk about LA? I live in the middle of the Grove shopping center, basically.
Dude, that's
I
got to be
walk
some
outside
culture
my
shock.
door and there's like 10 restaurants, shops, like fancy shops, tons of people. There's always people. Like I can walk out, I never feel like nervous or anything. I walk out and there's people like with fucking shopping bags and there's kids and every weekend there's something going on. There's like a farmer's market or a fucking
Dude,
a jazz group is playing. It's actually kind of awesome.
that sounds fantastic. I'm glad you've moved to a better. And of course, the number one thing is what Matt has been sharing with me is how quickly. That's the one thing that Matt and I have in common now. We both can walk to a movie theater, and
Yes.
as podcasting movie nerds, that is like a total game changer when you don't have to be like, well, now I gotta fucking get in my car for a 45-minute trip if I want to see something on a nice screen. Ugh.
Yes. Dude, in Napa, my local was a 10-minute drive away, but that was it. Like, if they didn't show something, you were fucked because your next option was to go to San Francisco, which is a 2-hour drive, right?
And
Now,
a
here,
dump hole.
I have a fucking fancy ass Regal 3 minutes away. Like, I leave my house, I walk 3 minutes, and I'm at the theater.
By
It's
the way,
fucking
Matt
amazing.
is not talking about driving. He's talking about
I physically
actually
walk.
just walking there.
I walk
That is
like
so
literally.
cool.
My next door neighbor is the theater. Like I walk out and I walk a few paces. I cross the street and I'm on the front steps of the Regal Cinema. It's
That
crazy,
is
dude.
fucking awesome,
You know what
man.
it feels like to me? It's like when you watch like an international movie and like the little character is like the manager of a theater and he lives above it. That's what I feel like. Like I lock my door and then I go downstairs and I'm at the theater.
Like that guy in Last Action Hero that's just like, I guess I'll sweep the theater now.
You gotta have a Houdini ticket. I'm like that guy.
Does that guy work here? Nah, he lives across the street.
Nah, he just lives
He's
across the
fucking
street.
nuts.
He's just here to watch Jackass Best and Last at 11 a.m. I am
funny.
going,
Someone's
I'm going
seen
to see Jackass.
Jackass at,
by the way.
like,
I love the
early
Jackass
adult.
movies. I'm going Friday. I'm going Friday to see Jackass.
Oh,
I don't
you
care.
are?
I
It's
love all
kind
the
of-
Jackass movies.
Does it feel weird that it's just suddenly over, though? It felt like they were making all these new movies, and then it's like, and now the last one.
Because I thought it was over last time. The last movie they made, they literally called it Jackass Forever, and it was clearly like the end of an era. Like the end of that movie finishes with all the memories from the previous movies. And then they always do like a .5 version, like a sequel that has like unused clips and interviews. And they even did a .5 for that one. So I was like, it's definitely over now. So now I'm like, what the fuck is this? We're still making movies? What is this shit?
Dude, they're going to keep milking. You'll know when the cast needs money. And there's like another one. And the final Jackass, it'll be
Final
called.
chapter, part 7ing. Hey, I haven't done this in a while. Housekeeping. Catch us on the socials at the Matt and Mark Movie Show. Catch us on YouTube, like and subscribe. And if you want, leave us a voicemail, 707-948-6707. Call, leave us a message, we'll play it on the show. You guys have had a month and a half to leave us a voicemail, and no one did. No one called.
Not even podcast guy. Come on.
We were I was hoping, I was like, maybe while we're away, it will pull it. Kind of like when the Zodiac wasn't active for like 6 months, and then, you know, the cops started like,
Zodiac.
you know what I mean? And then like he comes out,
I was watching the podcast.
and you're like, is it a copycat or is it the guy? Right? Is it I would even settle for a copycat at this point. That's how dusty the telephone line is.
No Jeff either. What the fuck happened to Jeff,
No,
man?
Jeff.
Did he lose his car?
Watching the World Cup. He's watching the World Cup. Hey, Mark, people like when we do this. Since we've been off the air for like a month and a half, I thought a good segment for this comeback show is stuff we've missed. Stuff we've missed since we've been off air. People like to know what we think about certain things, and they didn't really get to hear from us for a while. So I wanted to bring some stuff up, namely, if you'll indulge me. I want to talk about this, our top story. There we go.
Dude,
Mark.
thank you for sending that. That, as an editor, that was the coolest fucking teaser for a physical media set that I've ever seen, man.
So this is what I want to tell. So our first thing that people might want to hear us talk about is Criterion has announced a complete Kubrick set. And this is not bullshit. This isn't like, oh, it's these movies, but they don't have The Shining. Or it's all these movies, but they don't have Lily. No. Every single fucking Stanley Kubrick movie housed in a Criterion set, like done with the Criterion stamp of quality, the Nintendo seal of approval, right? Get this, Mark, and it will run you
$1 billion.
$479.96, which means Barnes and Noble will charge $600 for this.
By the way, I have a question. Are these like? Do you remember when Warner Brothers released those bullshit versions with the white crappy box, those shitty cases? Are they doing?
Yeah, I remember that.
But the one thing they did is they kept it like full frame, like the way it was intended. Do you know?
Yes.
Are they doing it with these?
I'd have to imagine. Wait, I want to read this. Maybe they'll explain. But I'm with you. Like, if it's 166, the aspect ratio, I think they should keep that shit because that's the way it was envisioned, right?
Yeah.
Kubrick loved to shoot in that once. He loved to shoot like for television for some reason. I don't know why.
Like the future's television. I guess he was right, but his aspect ratio was wrong.
Here you go, dude.
Dumb
From
fuck.
Paths of Glory to Doctor Strangelove to 2001, A Clockwork Orange, The Shining, and Eyes Wide Shut. Basically, all of his movies are included. They didn't include The Killing in there, but it's in there. Everything's in there. Collected here for the first time are Kubrick's 13 features and 3 shorts, all restored in 4K with original soundtracks alongside 5.1 mixes, restored, remastered, 25 hours of interviews, documentaries, behind the scenes, deluxe packaging with rare photographs, artwork, and documents annotated by Kubrick himself, all housed in a singular box. That's all the discs.
That's so cool.
It's like, wait, how many discs? Wait, 1, 2. This is like counting the rings of a tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Holy shit.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. This looks to be 30 discs. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah.
Can
here
I
you
say
go.
one
Films. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
I was just looking at that photo. This is the first time I've seen like a physical media box set that felt more in line with what people were giving during the DVD era, where it was just like tons of extra shit. That looks fucking crazy, dude.
Crazy, right, dude? Wait, here you go, Mark. Films in the set. Killer's Kiss, The Killing, Paths of Glory, Spartacus, Lolita, Doctor Strangelove, 2001, A Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut, and Fat Beach, which a lot of people don't know was ghost directed by Kubrick. Fat Beach with a
What's
PH.
Fat Beach?
Fat Beach. You don't know about Fat Beach, dude? I'm kidding. It's Fat Beach is like a it's like a shitty comedy from the 90s. That was a horrible joke.
Oh my
I should have kept reeling you in. I didn't realize you were like I thought you were like, why is he making this terrible, horrible joke about
You
Fat
made it
Beach?
seem like Fat Beach felt a little bit more like something that was a possibility instead of if you said something like Soul Plane. So that's
I should have gone for Soul Plane. Maybe I should have gone for Soul Plane. Mark, what are your thoughts on this? Let me ask you this. Is this something you're gonna buy? Are you gonna buy this?
Dude, that's way too fucking expensive, man. And
So
I'll tell you one thing
price
though:
point,
to see
price point
Barry
is a deal
Lyndon
breaker
in
for you?
4K would be cool, but sorry.
The price point is a deal breaker for you.
That and it's sort of like, don't get me wrong, I like Kubrick, but I don't feel as though I'd be sometimes after I see a Kubrick film, I'm like, they're fucking awesome, they're great, they're very well made, but it's rare that I want to pull it out and watch it again. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there's only one movie that I would probably rewatch a lot, and it's a movie I already own on 4K, which is The Shining. It's a movie I watch every couple of years. But I'm with you. Like, I love Spartacus, but do I think I'm gonna rewatch Spartacus? Like, I might rewatch Clockwork Orange. I might rewatch. Yeah, that's really about it.
Yeah,
It's
the
just
other
a
thing too
cool
is it's
set.
sort of like
But
I've seen so many of these in the theater too that it's like I know eventually it'll pop back in the theater. Plus, for $400, do you know how many shitty crapo fun movies I can get from like Arrow Video? You know what I mean? It's
hell
like I
yeah,
can get Hardware or like some other weird bullshit from the
you could
80s
get some
that
real
I will
cool
watch
shit like
way more.
Mac and Me on 4K.
That cover is the funniest thing I've seen.
Should we wait? Mark, I'm going to tell you something. This year will end. It will
Oh
close
my
and will
god.
become 2027. And I won't own the Stanley Kubrick set, but I will own Mac and Me on 4K.
And I do like that it's still sealed, which means it's a movie you respect.
I do respect Mac and Me. I respect the hell out of Mac and Me. I do. I do. You know what
Holy
sucks,
shit,
by the
that's
way, about moving is that my movie shelf, they're not up yet. And so all my movies are still like packed up. I haven't unpacked these because like the living room is kind of like the last room we've started because we like gotta unpack the bedroom, you gotta unpack the kitchen, you gotta unpack like we haven't gotten there yet. But I'm still getting pre-orders and shit in now. So like I have random movies like Mac and Me that are just like sitting on a shelf where I know they don't go, and it's killing me. It's like killing my ADD.
Here's a question for you, because I've never had to do a move with collectibles.
Yeah,
How nervous are you about opening these packages now?
dude. The way that expectant fathers are nervous when their wife is going into labor, that's how I feel. Like I now know what that feels like. Because I don't know. I have over 150 steals. And I did my best to pack them, but because of the deal we had with the insurance and everything, we weren't allowed to physically box them. Like it was up to
Oh
the
man.
moving team to do that. So I couldn't even watch the guy do it. I had to like sit in the other room because I'm sure the guy did a great job, but I couldn't sit there because if not, I was gonna be like, no, what? No, careful, that's good burger on steel. You can't manhandle that thing.
That's a sealed copy of Mac and Me.
That's a sealed Dragon Slayer, you son of a bitch. Yeah, so like I watched them put them in the boxes, but like I haven't seen my movies in a really long time. But like there'll be like random things that they put in other boxes. Like I opened a box the other day for the bedroom, and like my Batman 4K set was in there, but it was like safely nestled inside like blankets. So I was like, oh, somebody took the care to just wrap this. I have to think the Steelbooks and the other movies are fine. So that's actually how I tested my 4K player. I was like, oh, I got the Batman 4K set, so I popped Batman Returns in, and I wound up like watching a couple scenes just to make sure my player and stuff worked. Worked great, by the way.
Oh, that's great. By the way, the one thing that's also scary is like steelbooks. You hear steelbook and like this is the fucking most incredibly impervious to dude. The metal's like so fucking thin. You press it the wrong way, and it's like
Yeah, it's like that quote, like, how can life be so important and yet so fucking fragile? That's what those steelbooks are. They're like, they can, they can dent, scuff. Dude, you look at a steelbook the wrong way, it bends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm getting back. I have no idea, dude. All I know is I have new movies still coming in, and they're sitting on a shelf where they're not supposed to be. In fact, if you want, I can do an impromptu show me your Discman, but I don't know if we have time. But
yeah, do
I
it
have
if you
a ton of,
think
like,
you can.
random pre-orders rolling in.
Dude, there was
Mark,
like, and because I know you and I were trading, like, you were sending me a ton of links to all these new Arrow videos. It's sort of like we've reached that stage where everything from our childhood is hitting some sort of landmark anniversary. And you're getting like, I'm telling you, every one of these discs you send, if I had space and the money, I would just drop it instantly because they're fucking awesome. Like that Soylent Green. There's so many movies that never got a good
dude,
release,
in
and they're
June
finally
alone,
getting them.
we had Speed Racer on 4K. We had Eraser 30th Anniversary on 4K. Mortal Kombat Collection. Jackie Chan's breakout hits. Like, every movie, defining movie from my childhood, was coming out when I was moving and shitting my brains out. You know what I mean? I was like, what entity did I piss off? Like, I was starting to feel like a character in a Stephen King book that had run over an old gypsy lady and she had cursed me. I curse you, sinner. That's how I felt, that guy. And I did get thinner because I shat half my body mass out. It's a true story.
Holy shit. By the way, do you think it was the stress or did you guys eat something bad?
I think we caught like what's that called? Not neuro. Jess thinks it was neurovirus, and it might have been. We might have caught
Isn't
neurovirus.
that fucking scary one though?
No, that's You're thinking of the hantavirus. That's the shit.
Oh,
that
that
killed
okay.
Jackman. Rest in peace. No, that's the hantavirus. I think we got neurovirus, which is basically a fancy way of saying you have food poisoning. Yeah, dude,
It's so you don't have to tell people you have crippling diarrhea.
Yeah. That way you don't have to get graphic. You don't have to be like, I'm shitting brown water. You're just like, I have the norovirus. Yeah, dude. It was it was one of the worst sicknesses I've ever had in my life, and I was sick for like, I don't know, man, 8 or 9 days. At first, I thought I had COVID, so I tested. We tested, and it was like, nope. It was just like bacterial infection, viral infection. I was like, what the fuck,
Man. Oh, and the other thing that sucked too is you guys were in like a hotel for a while, so you can't even shit from the comfort of a home toilet.
No, but actually, our hotel setup was kind of awesome because it was just like this, like, safe little, like, basically like a safe nook outside of being like, now we have to deal with a house with nothing in it and a place we don't live anymore. Like, there was always this safe space where it was like, if I run out of towels, I just go ask this lady downstairs and she gives me a shitload of towels.
That's true, actually. That is nice.
Kind of awesome. That was kind of awesome.
But sometimes that hotel toilet paper is rough on the butthole, man. It's like
it is, dude. That's why you got to get dude
ply?
wipes. Dude wipes all the way, bro.
We need to get a
Shitting your brains
sponsorship from
out?
Dude Wipes.
Dude wipes. Let me tell you, dude wipes saved my asshole. It did. Dude wipes all the way, bro. Dude wipes.
Collab with us, Dude Wipes.
Thanks, dude wipes. It's true. I'm not even being funny. Dude wipes. For sure. Also, by the way, if you ever have to, when you have to get a colonoscopy, I've been told dude wipes are also the way to go. So that way your asshole doesn't suffer from constant wiping.
Yeah, chapped butthole's terrible.
Terrible, dude. I wouldn't wish that on my fucking enemy. That's how bad that is, man. Dude wipes. I would even give my enemy dude wipes. I'd be like, just wipe with this. But don't flush it. Don't you flush it.
I thought they were flushable.
That's what it says. But I'm like, I'm not trusting that shit. Because then
you do it like foreign toilet style where you just throw it in the bin?
I was doing foreign toilet style where I was wiping my butt with a dude wipe and throwing it in the garbage and taking the garbage out. And then 2 minutes later, coming back in and taking another shit. Doing it again. Doing it every 2 minutes until eventually you're doing it every hour. And then eventually you're doing it every 2 hours. And then so on and so on. And then one day, you're okay. And you're like, now I'm at the point where I'm like, can I have Chipotle? Maybe. I'm ready to roll the dice.
Dude, you went from having crippling diarrhea to wanting to go to a place that has killed numerous clients of theirs
with neurovirus
from bad meat.
Yes.
You're so used to having diarrhea, you can't live without it.
Can't live without it, dude. Mark, any last comments on the Kubrick set before we move on?
I think it's cool that Criterion's making a comeback because I'm telling you, it feels like Arrow's been taking their lunch. And I'm not excited when I see Criterion shit because there's so many other boutique places like Vinegar Syndrome. Now there's like another fucking weird one I found that starts with a V that also has like amazing shit. And I
Oh
think
yeah,
you and I talked about all these boutique physical media places. It's like one gets their head chopped off and then like another one
two
pop. It's
more
like the
grow.
hydra of physical media, but it's kind of cool. It's like it's still it's clinging on to dear life, and I'm glad it is. So I like
Yeah,
seeing cool shit like that, even if I can't afford it. I know some fucking rich nerd will buy it and it'll keep physical media still alive. So I think it's great.
fuck
How
yeah.
about
And by
you?
the way, if well, I don't know if I will buy it. The price point is a bit of an issue for me. I might wait till it goes on mega sale. Like, wait, just wait. Give it like 6 months. It'll be on sale. Like, if I could pick it up for 200, I might seriously consider that. But I agree, the price point is a hang up, and also, dude, not to be this guy, but like rewatchability. Like we talk about rewatchability on this show a lot, and there's just not a lot of rewatchability here for me. I'm not that guy. I'm sure there are many quote unquote cinephiles who would like, do they want to rewatch, The Killing? They want to rewatch Paths of Glory. Like that's fine. To me, those are one and done movies. So I don't know, man. I just don't see that there's much here for me, but I am excited about it just because it's like a big news story, and it's kind of cool to see Kubrick get his due.
Yeah.
And it's only, like the only exciting thing that Criterion has announced in like literal years. So that's why I wanted to talk about it because I was like, of course they fucking announced shit while Mark and I are like off the air. You assholes. Anyway, if
By the
you
way, one
listener
last thing.
are interested in buying it, it comes out in October. By the way. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, I was the one last thing I was going to say is like I guess as I get older, I'm more into like cheap thrills, and Kubrick is slowly falling
Yeah,
into this homework director thing. You
a
know, it's
little bit.
like
But you know what?
you know,
Would you say that The Shining falls into it, bridges the gap between
oh, The
the
Shining's
bad and the
fucking
cheap thrills?
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. For some reason, even if it's like March, like if it's like spring weather, like I could watch The Shining anytime. I could watch it now, actually. It's just a great
it's
movie.
so fucking good, dude. There was a time when that DVD first came out during college or a little bit after college. I was watching that fucking movie every day. That's how good that
Yeah.
movie is, you know?
Great
So
fucking
I
movie.
agree with you. I would have actually appreciated more maybe if Criterion separated them so you can actually just pick and choose the ones you want. Because am I really going to be watching fucking 4 hour Barry Lyndon on like, I have free time. Let me watch Barry Lyndon for the
Yeah.
rest of the
Wouldn't you
fucking
rather
day.
watch like two Vinegar Syndrome movies that you've
Yeah,
never seen? Or like, hey man, I want to watch Mac and Me. I want to have an edible and watch Mac and Me. Like, wouldn't you rather
exactly.
do that? No offense, Kubrick. Wouldn't you rather do that?
Yeah. It's like I don't need a treatise on war by watching Paths of Glory. Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
movie, but you know what?
And like, I
Life's
find
already
like you have to
crazy.
be in such a hyper specific mood to be like, I want to watch Full Metal Jacket. And that does happen. But it's like, that's like every 5 or 6 years, you'd be like, you know what I should watch? Full Metal Jacket. And now I'm willing to bet if you had that thought, you would probably be like, I'm not going to watch it.
Well, think about it. Do you remember when you were doing your, this is a big throwback for anyone who's listened to the pod. Remember when you were doing your, I'm going to watch like well-known
Oh,
movies. How long
adult
did that
enrichment
shit
movie.
last?
Yes. It lasted about a month. I watched like Tar, and there were good movies. I enjoyed them. I watched like Tar, and I watched something else. And then I was like, can I watch my trauma movies now? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like some fucking mutant in a trash can will destroy Tar. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. I'm not
I
going to be
remember,
watching Tar
you know
every
what it
day.
was, dude? I remember I was like on a run of like, I'd watch Tar and I'd watch something. And then I watched this fucking movie with Adam Driver called Annette. And it was like a weird musical,
Oh.
but it was like an artsy kind of musical. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, you know what I mean? I was like, why am I wasting my time with this when I could be
It's like when
watching
you
something I enjoy, you know?
It's like I could either watch Holy Motors or like
Or even not
fucking
even
The
like,
Hitcher.
couldn't I be like, hey, I really want to watch Karate Kid 2. It's been a long time and I'd love to watch it again. But I gotta watch this. Like, fuck that. I'm watching Karate Kid 2.
Dude, there are movies like that, like these fucking foreign French movies. There, it's like you got to watch Titan or whatever the fuck it is, or
Oh
like I said,
yeah,
Holy Motors with some weird creepy dude with his fucking dick hanging out for like in cinematic enrichment. And I'm like, what the? So I'm gonna make a fucking movie with some guy's dick hanging out? No, I'm gonna make a fucking mutant movie with physical effects. Why am I
yeah.
watching this crap?
I think the only like artsy director that I like now is Boots Riley because he kind of bridges that gap. He does like crazy shit, and his movies are actually very entertaining. I want to
Oh
see
yeah,
his new. I haven't seen his new movie yet. I love Boosters, but I wound
no,
up.
I want to see that so badly.
Oh, same dude. I wound up rewatching Sorry to Bother You over the break, and I was like, man, I love this guy. I just love his style. It's so weird. I feel like nobody else is doing absurdism or surrealism anymore. So it's kind of cool. Like he's just randomly doing it. So
It's kind of
I'm a
like
Boots Riley.
an American take on magic realism. It's like it's moved from South America to North America, and he does like dude. You got to watch his show. I'm a Virgo. It's so
Oh yes,
cool.
that's on my list. That
Like
actually is on my list.
the effects. That's the one thing about him. His effects work is awesome.
Yeah,
It
He
blends in
knows,
so
man.
well.
Dude. Those. Well, spoiler. Wait, do I have my spoiler button? Spot, where are you? Spoiler for Sorry to Bother You, which is like 8 years old now at this point. So if you haven't seen it, it's goddamn bad. But the horse people, dude, the physical horse people, that shit is so crazy. It looks so good, and he does not shy away. They're like full scale, like horsemen, like running down the street and shit.
Yeah, it is not just fucking one. It's like
No,
multiples.
it's like
It's
15 of
fucking
them.
crazy.
There's a shot where like a wide shot where a bunch of them are like shooting with like machine guns and shit while they invade that neighborhood. It looks awesome.
Dude, it's fucking great. That movie rules. Now you made me want to watch it again because it's been like maybe a couple
Great
of
movie.
years since I've seen it.
Same. It had been a couple years, and the only reason I watched it was because I caught him on the Criterion Closet. Speaking of Criterion, he was on the Criterion Closet on YouTube, Boots Riley, and I was like, "Fuck, I remember liking his movie. I want to watch that." And then I saw the trailer for his new movie, and I was like, "All right, that's it. I'm gonna rewatch Sorry to Bother You," and it was fucking great. Highly recommend. Actually, you know what? Should we just get into our recs?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
All right, hang
I
on.
have
Let
a
me play
ton of
this.
them.
Let me play this.
I'm gonna wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it. I'm gonna wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it.
Well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Brought to you by Dude Wipes. Yeah, so that could be a quick honorable mention for me. Sorry to Bother You. Definitely rewatch that one if you haven't caught it in a while, because it is good, dude. It is so fucking good. Just the style, it's like it oozes style, but like I think there's a lot of things happening. Like you can take a message away from it if that's what you want to take. You can just take aesthetics away from it if that's what you want to take. But it's just so watchable. Like when's the last time you had an art film that was watchable? You know what I mean?
No, that's a good point. Can I ask you a question though? Because it is like when you first see it, it's a bit jarring because you're not really expecting something like that, especially from like a younger director. Did you like it when you first saw it? Or were you like,
No.
I need to
remember-
rewatch this?
I remember when I first saw it, and I saw it in the theater. I saw it at the Alamo. I may have seen it with you. Or maybe I went by myself.
Because I do remember seeing it in the theater.
I saw it in the theater, and I remember feeling like weirdly, like I didn't know how to feel about it. I was like, I kind of felt like it was all over the place. And this was only my second time watching it. So years later, this was before I got the neurovirus and shat my brains. Right before the dark days of the shitting and dude wipes, I watched Sorry to Bother You in my previous life in my old apartment, and it was great.
Wait, when was the last time you saw it? Was like theater
Original
and then
when
that
it
screening?
originally released, whenever that was,
Oh, wow.
2016 or whatever, maybe 10 years ago. Like it was a long
Damn,
time.
that's
ago.
crazy.
Yeah.
So you had a lot
And
of
it
time to
looks
think
great.
about it.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, for this watch, it just clicked. Like, I wasn't like, oh, I still don't understand like, it all clicked. I was like, I see what he's doing. I agree. And I'm also enjoying this. And I can't fucking believe he went there. And that's and it was also bizarre to see, like, Army Hammer.
Dude, speaking of Army Hammer, he's in a new movie with Uwe
Yes.
Ball.
Yes, I sent you the picture. It's like Citizen
That's
Vigilante
crazy.
Man or something.
And he's
Terrible
been like on social media, this is the most violent movie you'll ever see. Please watch my movie. And you can, it's funny, he's a filmmaker, but he still does that shit where he doesn't edit it and you're just seeing him raise his camera up and there's just
Yep.
like dead
Oh, dude.
silence.
Come on, Uwe. Leave it to Uwe Boll to resurrect Army Hammer. All right, Mark. How many wrecks do you have? Because I think I have about 12.
Okay, I
Say,
have
if you have more than 12, maybe just like fire, like just you can kind of list some off or whatever. But like,
well, what I was going to say is I have two that I think 2 or 3 that you
that might
probably
cross
have
over.
wrecked too, so I can
Yeah.
shave off those, and which means I have 14 in total, but I think three of them may be crossovers if I recall correctly,
All right, all right. So let's
and
do
some
this,
I can
brother.
just blow over too. So
Do you want to like go back and forth, like kind of
yeah,
like you do one, I do one, I do one? Well, let's start with you, Ben. Let's start with you. What do you got first on the red?
okay. So because you were super excited to talk to me about this one, I'm going to go with Masters of the Universe, which, oh my god, I didn't think they could make something as fun as that Dolph Lundgren one and keep it like
Oh
it's
wait, you
crazy
saw the
that
new one. You're talking about the
yeah,
new one?
it's
Oh
crazy
shit!
how it balanced like very serious moments, very like moving moments, like
Yeah.
spoiler alert with his father who dude, I didn't even know it was that actor. What the fuck's his name? He just
It's
looks so
that guy. You've
haggard.
seen him in other movies.
Something Purefoy, right? Is it?
Oh yes, James Purefoy.
James Purefoy. I didn't recognize him. Anyway, awesome handoff. Great scene with Dolph Lundgren. The humor hit. The characters are super funny. Jared Leto, people should not be afraid. He's awesome as Skeletor.
Oh yeah.
Everything about it was extremely entertaining. I love the way it looked. It did look like one of those Hanna-Barbera cartoons come to life. He looked screen accurate. Everything about it was like, I had the best time of my life, and I'm glad you kept pushing for me to watch it because it was phenomenally fun. I really loved it, man.
Dude, oh shit. I'm so glad I had no idea you went to go see it. That's awesome.
I
Well,
thought I'd
I won't,
surprise you on the show since we hadn't
I
talked in
won't weigh it
forever.
down too much. I agree with everything Mark said. I love it. It's actually my favorite movie of the summer so far, like that I've seen. And I've seen some good shit this summer, like new shit. It's my favorite thing I've watched this summer.
Didn't it
Because, like
feel
you
like
said,
the first blockbuster movie? Like Disclosure Day for me feels a bit too serious. I didn't get a chance to see it also. This one was just like you sit back, you order your popcorn, everyone in the theater is having fun. And this felt like the first blockbuster that was successful in a really long time that wasn't a
yeah,
disappointment. Because
it was like a
we've had a lot
true.
of blockbuster seasons where it was just like they fall flat.
Totally. It's like a true summer movie. And you know what I liked about it? It was like engaging and on an emotional level, but it was also like not afraid to make fun of itself and be funny and silly and acknowledge that like He-Man and the Land of Eternia is kind of fucking ridiculous. Like I love just little shit like the note like the tongue-in-cheek shit like when he's trying to figure out what to say when he's still in the real world to like summon the power of the sword and the guy pulls up next to him in the car in the traffic jam and he's playing I Have the Power and it's like it's almost like it's trying to suggest to him what to say like and then fucking Beastman comes out and it was awesome. And also the fact that they went there and it was like it wasn't one or two side characters. Travis Knight was like I'm going to put all of these crazy ass like side characters. We're gonna make a Trap Jaw. We're gonna make a Mecha Neck. We're gonna make a fucking Moss Man is gonna be in the movie for
Dude,
fuck's sake.
I love how they kept like they didn't let up on it. They just kept making fun of those names. But
Yeah.
every time they did it, I would laugh my ass off. Like that shit
Yeah.
was fucking
But I actually thought that was
hilarious.
like from a screenwriting point of view, I thought that was really smart to be like to frame it like, oh, that's the way I remember them. So I gave them these silly names.
Yeah.
And so by the end, they kind of like that's not the character's real name, Mechaneck, but like they just accept that that's what they're called now. I thought that was really cool.
Also, those the sexual innuendo jokes were fucking hilarious. It's like, give him head.
Yes. Also, dude, I'm
Such
with
a
you.
stupid jokes.
Easily the best thing Jared Leto's done in years. He was amazing. Dude, Skeletor is so good in this. Like that shit where he's infiltrating his mind and he's like the HR Skeletor or the Jim Bro Skeletor. I want figures of those. Jim Bro Skeletor and HR Skeletor. Fucking
That
amazing.
was, by the way, those transitions were so smooth too.
Yes.
It looked
Yes.
fucking dope.
Did you have a favorite, not He-Man or Skeletor, did you have like a favorite side character you were just like, even if it's just like the design, like you loved the
I
design?
thought, I thought Mechanic was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Mechanic was great. My thing was, I was a
It's
little,
just cheesy and stupid
I was
enough
a
to
little
be like,
disappointed that Beastman wasn't as cool as he was in the 87 version. Because like I was like, Beastman's like a big CG guy, but I didn't care because Beastman, it was just fun to see Beastman. But dude, Mossman looked incredible. Trapjaw looked fantastic. I think Trapjaw might be my favorite. He looked amazing, dude.
you know what this movie captured? The like, you know how we're big fans of those early Ninja Turtles live action
Yes.
movies? This captured that perfectly because that like that
Yes.
first Turtles movie has heart, entertainment, comedy, everything wrapped together, and this one totally had that. Maybe it didn't have as much of the physical effects and more of that CG look, but as a movie, it had that nostalgia factor, and it felt like they were trying to capture those first live action cartoon movies, and those were
Yeah.
fucking awesome. So
Yeah, dude.
kudos to them.
It was great, man. I can't wait to watch it again. It's my favorite thing so far I've seen this summer. And I honestly don't know what will beat it. And I've seen a lot of movies this summer. But so far, man, nothing beats Masters of the Universe for me. That's my number one.
Oh yeah, hands down.
All right, man. There you go. Masters of the Universe. Damn. I like that, man. You're fucking shocking me. Um, I'm gonna throw one out there that's a new movie, but like from a few months ago that I just watched that I really loved. I was kind of positioned to not like this movie. I had it figured all wrong. I was like, this is gonna be a fucking carbon copy of this other movie, and I'm so bored of the John Wick style. I'm gonna tell you something. I watched Normal with Bob Odenkirk, and it was fucking awesome.
Oh shit. Oh, I gotta write that down.
So
I
I'm
totally
gonna tell
forgot
you
about that movie.
I thought it was going to be like a Nobody clone, and I liked the first Nobody. I didn't think it was great. I liked it. I didn't bother with Nobody 2. I was like, I don't care anymore.
No,
Um, but the thing that got me intrigued to watch Normal was, Mark, did you fucking know it's directed by Ben Wheatley?
oh shit, yes. That
Yes.
I remember seeing, and I was like, why the fuck is this awesome director? He's the
Yes.
Kill List guy, right?
Yes, Kill List, Free
It was
Fire,
like,
which is another. I love Free
yeah,
Fire.
it
And this is
felt
not new
weird.
Ben Wheatley. This is not like Meg 2 The Trench Ben Wheatley. This feels like Free Fire Ben Wheatley made this movie. It's
Oh,
really
really?
quirky. Yes, it goes places you would not think it. Like you watch the trailer for Normal and you're like, all right, I know what this is going to be. It's going to be like a siege movie, like Rio Bravo or Precinct 13. And I love siege movies. I love the fuck out of a siege movie, and I'm down for that. But Ben Wheatley is a better filmmaker than that. He's going to give you a little bit of that, but the movie goes in so many crazy directions, and it all works. It somehow works. And the cool part about it is Ben Wheatley is so good at horrific violence that it just becomes fun to watch. And I got to tell you, I mean, I'm whatever on Bob Odenkirk. I thought he was fantastic in this movie. Like, he's so likable. His character is really likable. I will warn you, you have to be in the mood for this movie because, like a Ben Wheatley movie, it sort of takes its time to establish all the pieces before it like really lets loose. So I would say for about the first 10 minutes, it feels like a real gentle movie. Like, it feels like you're watching Fargo, actually. Like,
Oh,
it's very
interesting.
snowy. It's like small town life. You kind of get an idea of like, okay, this guy's like a interim police sheriff. He's coming in to like police this very small town. He meets the mayor, the bartender, and dude, the movie kind of falsely lulls you into this nice like sweet spot, and then it pulls out the rug from under you, and it does not let up. It's fucking awesome. I loved it. It might be one of my favorite things I've seen this year.
Really? Wait,
Yeah,
did you
I
see it in the
loved it.
theater?
No, I watched.
Oh,
I
okay.
missed it in the theater because I was like, I don't want to watch another. And even like Normal, Nobody, they even kind of like look the same, like graphically. And it's Bob Odenkirk. I'm like, I don't care about this, dude. How wrong I was. I watched it. I rented it the other night, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. I really loved it. Like, great
You know
movie.
what's I actually had the same feeling. I didn't give it a chance because I remember seeing a trailer for it and I was just like, this is basically no. I prejudged it, and apparently I prejudged it wrong because I was like, this is Nobody 3. And it's like I didn't really.
Yes.
Nobody won was I like Bob Odenkirk too, but that movie is just kind of. It felt like a cheeseball middle-aged dad movie where you're just like, I'm still capable even though I'm bald. And I was like, okay, I don't need to see like another one, two more of these fucking movies. So I just
Yeah.
completely wrote it off.
I did too. And really, it's weird because I think they should have changed the title of the movie because it's too close to nobody. But it's great. Like, the name of the town is Normal. So I get why they called it that. But it's got its own vibe. It does its own thing. And in terms of the violence and the action, it's not a John Wick clone. Like, Ben Wheatley does some crazy shit with this. Like, really gross shit where you're like, oh my God. Like, it felt, these movies are not great movies, but you know what it kind of reminded me of? Remember the first one, Hitman's Bodyguard with Ryan Reynolds and
Oh, yeah.
Samuel Jackson? And there's that great
I
bit.
really liked it, actually.
I did too. And there's that great bit where they fight in the kitchen and it's like really gnarly. They're like throwing butcher knives and people. It's like really kind of gross action filmmaking. That's what this is.
Well, do you remember Kill List?
Yes.
One of the most realistic hammer hits to a back of the head.
Great
That
movie.
disturbed me because it looked so good and real and it felt so seamless. So whenever I see his movies, I'm like, there's definitely going to be some type of violence and it's going to be, it's weird. His stuff feels like super violent, but it's not over the top. It's more in the realistic realm,
Yeah.
which makes you really like, as an audience member, it's fantastic because it really gets you, and you're like, "Oh shit, I'm not really celebrating violence.
Dude,
It's just
yeah,
like
that's how
it's
this
just
is.
fucking gross."
And it's that, but it also adds. I love Free Fire. Free Fire is my favorite Ben Wheatley thing. And if you remember Free Fire, it's like that movie's a movie where like everyone is armed, everyone is dangerous.
Yeah.
Same idea. So it doesn't matter who you are. Everyone is armed. Everyone is dangerous.
Dude, I am very intrigued to see this now.
Yes. But just remember, those first 10 minutes, you might be like, is this really the movie Matt was talking about? Yes. Also, I love those first 10 minutes. I could have just watched a small town sheriff movie and been like, this is fine. But then
Dude, I love those movies, by the way.
Me too.
It's like
But
one of my
then it
favorite
became
genres.
a full-on like Ben Wheatley movie. Like it became a Siege movie, and then it became a Ben Wheatley movie, and I was like, "This is awesome." I'm an idiot for not.
This sounds
giving it a
fucking
chance.
great.
It's great. It's really good, dude. Normal.
You could
Telling
probably blame the trailer though, because that trailer they cut for it doesn't. It
Oh,
makes it
blows.
feel super generic.
It makes it feel
No
totally
offense
normal.
to them. Yeah.
I hope they make a sequel and it's called Super Normal. Mark, what's next for you, buddy?
Okay, so you went with something that starts off slow. I'm gonna go with something that starts off like immediately, and it's a movie I've never fucking heard of, and it's from the director of The Sixth Day. It's like Roger Spottiswoode or
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
the fuck
Roger
that guy's name
Spottiswoode.
is. It's called Shoot to Kill. It starts off with kidnapping that I don't want to give anything away. It starts off with a kidnapping, and then it becomes this like I was telling Matt, it's kind of like a combination of U.S. Marshals and The Edge. It starts out one way, and you think it's going to go one way with this character, and it completely changes in a good way. And it's like one of the best buddy cop movies I've seen. Everything about it is extremely satisfying. The action sequences are insane. The way it starts off, it is a gorgeous fucking movie. This is not just some like piece of shit movie. Lots of physical effects, but it starts off with like this abstract shot of lines, and then the camera tilts up, and it's like the tracks of what are those things? There's like in San Francisco they have those fucking streetcar things, or whatever they call it. Is it a streetcar?
Oh, you're talking about the trolley.
Yeah, the trolley, and then
Yeah.
it turns into a car. Dude, it's fucking awesome, and it's beautiful, and
Wow.
it's film, and it's physical effects, and it has an amazing cast. And I would actually
Yeah,
implore
Tom
people.
Berenger. I'm in for anything Tom Berenger. I'm in.
I would say when you start the movie, try not to read the cast list. I
Okay.
won't spoil anything, but try to go into this one cold. Don't read the cast list when it pops up. It's
Oh,
fucking
you're saying
awesome.
like don't even look at the opening credits for the cast.
Yeah.
Like just like
I
look
mean,
at
just
look away.
try not to pay attention to the names. It's a gorgeous opening sequence. I'm telling you, a lot of the movies I watch, I'll put on a few minutes, and if it catches me, I'll. Sometimes some movies just don't, and you're just like, okay, I won't watch this
Yeah,
one.
sure.
Let me try
Yeah.
something else. This one immediately grabbed my attention. It's fucking awesome. I love this movie, and it's crazy that I've never heard about it. Tom Berenger is like super likable. Sidney Poitier is awesome. It's got a banger cast,
Man,
man.
Jesus, Sidney Poitier too is crazy.
Dude, it's like I'm a huge fan of his, and I've never heard of this movie, and I've
Yeah,
never
same.
had anyone wreck it either. It's
Yeah,
got
I've
good
never heard of it.
ratings, so this is not like some like unknown Sidney Poitier film that has like for some reason a 5 on IMDb. This is like a highly rated, really fucking good movie. Dude, I
Damn.
really want to see it again. It's that good.
Holy
It's
shit.
fucking
Okay.
great.
Shoot to
There are
kill.
some scenes that have I'm sorry, I'm not trying to spoil it, but there are some scenes that happen in this movie where I was just like,
I'm gonna
I
add it.
paid attention to myself and I was like, my mouth is open and I haven't blinked because this was so crazy.
I'm
I love
adding it
this.
to my watch. I'm literally adding it to my Letterboxd watch list right now.
I'm telling you, it's super fucking entertaining, man. I really want to talk to you about it too because I know the type of movies you watch, and this is like a mashup
I'm watching
of
too
like,
many
you know,
Toxic Avenger movies and Monster in the Toilet movies. You need to watch a goddamn real movie.
no, but I know you and I love U.S. Marshals. We love The
Yes.
Fugitive. We
Yes.
love
The Edge, one of the best
we
movies ever
love
made.
The Edge, and this is like it's not just like copying movies and like being like, yeah, this is just like this section's this movie. It's like mushing them together to make a really cohesive, very cool movie.
Shit. All right, I'm gonna watch the fuck out of this. It's on my watch list. Shoot to kill.
Yes,
Well, speaking
please.
of Mark Rex, Mark, I actually watched a couple of your Rex previously. You know how I always like to make fun of myself because it takes me. Mark will like I'll recommend something and Mark will watch it like the next episode. It takes me like a month to watch like one or two Mark Rex. So I've been away for a month and a half. I shat my brains out, and I watched two Mark Rex. One of them I watched in my hotel room, and one of them I watched in my old life before I got the norovirus.
It's all
But if you would indulge me, I want to do both of my Mark Rex together.
yeah, do it, dude.
The first Mark Rec, I want to go way back because Mark recommended this. I don't even know when. This might be like something you recommended last year on the show. But I have a running list. You're going to think I'm joking. I have a running checklist of Mark Recs that sound interesting to me. Because sometimes, for the most part, I'm like, oh, that's clearly obviously a movie I was going to watch already. Or sometimes Mark watches something that I'm not interested in. But I have a Mark Rec list where I'm like, I wasn't into this movie or whatever, but Mark convinced me. Like I want to see what this is.
Ooh.
I have a running list of those. So I pick occasionally. And my first one is I watched a movie starring one of our favorite actors and a guy that you love very much, Terrence Stamp. I finally watched Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
I fucking love that movie. Holy shit.
Fantastic movie, Mark. I'm not even kidding. This is a Mark Rec from like last year, I think. You wrecked this a long time ago.
Oh, it's
And
super long ago. Yeah.
it was sitting on my list, and I was like, "What is this?" I was struck by the crazy title. I was like, "Let me just watch." I'll just pick a Mark Rec at random. I was like, "I'll watch this one." It's fantastic. You know what I liked the most about this movie? It's got great cinematography. It's beautiful locations, and it's in the Australian outback, like the true outback, where there's nothing. It's straight up like just desert. I liked how sweet the movie was. Like, I cared about every character. It's a movie about 3 drag queens. They're driving through the Australian outback in like a rented shitty tour bus that breaks down. Everywhere they go, they don't know if they're going to be like attacked. They don't know if people are going to like accept them. Sometimes people are nice to them and then they like turn on them. And one of the drag queens is a guy who's found out that he's going to go home. He wants to like see his son, his wife and his son. You realize that he's been married. He has a life. And the other drag queens don't know this about him. So it's like a big deal to them because they're like a tight-knit group of friends. And one of those drag queens is the great Terrence Stamp, who we love on this show. And who's the best character in the movie, by the way. Terrence Stamp like blew me away with how good he is in the movie. And the other one is Guy Pearce, who's also fantastic. Dude,
And Hugo Weaving.
and Hugo Weaving. Fantastic movie, man. Also just like beautiful to look at, like beautifully shot. There's some great visuals, especially like all their costumes are so crazy. There was like a great shot where I think it was Guy Pearce. He's in like a reflective, glittery kind of dress, and he's sitting on top of the bus, and it's cruising through the desert, and he's like on a giant high heel shoe.
Dude,
That's,
that
like,
shot is fucking
on top.
amazing.
It's crazy. Anyway, not a movie I would have watched in a million years. I would have thought, that's just not a movie for me. How wrong I would have been. Because it's a really sweet movie about empathy, about human beings. Like, I actually really liked it. And that sounds really dramatic. That sounds like one of those adult enrichment movies we're making fun of. It's not that. It's super entertaining. It's got a lot of fucked up humor. It's very funny. Yeah, it gets into some real shit, and it makes you feel bad. But, like, it's just a great story. You care so much about the characters that you're in it with them on the journey. And I'm really glad you wrecked it for me, man. I really loved it.
I'm so glad you watched it. To me, that's like what cinema is about. It like brings people together that normally wouldn't be together, and it
Yeah.
gives you a new understanding of people that you may not know too much about. That movie is a very moving film. It's one I watch it every now and then. And it has the same impact every time I rewatch it. Acting, you're right. It's like you stop to, and these are like really well-known characters, and actors, and they're people that you associate with, like, it's fucking, did you ever think you'd have empathy for Agent Smith? You know what I mean?
No.
It's like, it really takes you out of their other
Agent
filmography.
Smith, General Zod.
Yeah.
and fucking Guy Pearce, who's, always a bad guy. You think of The Proposition, you think of like these other movies, and they somehow made all three of these guys the sweetest people that you care about them. That's how I told Mark, that's how I knew I liked the movie, because these three fictional characters would go to a town and I was afraid for them.
Yeah,
That's how
it's crazy. It's like it's one of those movies where you also want the best outcome for those people. It's like you don't want them to have a sad end at all,
No, and there's a fucked up part where there's a scene where like Guy Pearce just wants to like go out, and he goes out into the town, and they're hanging out at this drive-in, and all these like local guys are just drinking beer outside, and you're like, oh fuck, this isn't gonna go well. And it starts to turn, and there was a moment where I was like, this shit's gonna get real bad. And thankfully, I don't want to give anything away, but great movie. Like I was stunned, because like this is, again, just like Normal. It's like a movie that I should have given a chance to. I shouldn't have just dismissed it based on a title and whatever. It's a great fucking movie. And my other Mark wrecked this recently, I want to say.
Oh, shit.
I watched this in my hotel room while I was recovering from the neurovirus. And it cheered me up, Mark. It kept my spirits up. The producer in the booth loved it as well. We watched Money Talks. This is Mark wrecked this recently. It's Chris Tucker, Charlie Sheen, Heather Locklear, randomly Paul Sorvino is in this movie.
And he's not a dick.
And he's not a dick. He's actually super likable. It's so good. Like, I thought it was going to be a Rush Hour clone, and it's just because Chris Tucker's in it. Like, honestly, it's just a great fucking movie. But you want to talk about mashups? It felt like a blaxploitation movie meets like a 60s Euro thriller meets like turns into a Tony Scott movie all of a sudden. And there's like huge pyro, and they're at this LA arena, and shit's like blowing up, like these humongous explosions, and there's a huge fire
Did you
fight.
expect that with the helicopter and all that shit?
No, dude.
I didn't either. I was just like, Chris Tucker film.
Yes. It was literally the equivalent of being like, if you were watching, I'll make it up, like if you were watching fucking Mo Money or something with Damon Wayans, you're like, this movie's hilarious, and the third act of that movie turned into like Lethal Weapon, where shit's like blowing up and people are jumping off buildings, and it looks like really good, and it's photographed with an eye for action. That's what this movie is. Totally caught me by surprise.
And it's great too, because it's not like, it's cool to see action movies that aren't shot just with close-ups, and it's just like these wide shots of all these gunmen coming down a staircase. He's throwing the diamonds and shit. It's fucking crazy.
It's great, man. And there's a lot of good humor. Chris Tucker's amazing in it. I feel like I kind of liked this. Usually I don't like this style when like it's clear that actors are ad-libbing. Like when Melissa McCarthy just runs her mouth for 3 seconds. Like, I don't find that funny, right? She's better scripted. But Chris Tucker as an actor who is better improving. He just whatever he's going to come up with works in the moment. And I felt like half his dialogue was just him. Like he was like, I'm just going to say whatever I'm going to say, but it kind of worked. Like, and he basically speaks in all quotables. Like it's just like all the shit that he talked about, like that whole bit where Charlie Sheen is forced to take him to his engagement party. Or it's like his wedding rehearsal dinner. That's what it is. It's his wedding rehearsal dinner. And he's like, look, you're going to meet my wife. She has she's had weight issues in the past. Please do not make fun of her. Don't mention it. Don't talk about it. And you're like, who's it going to be? And it's Heather Locklear of all people, which is already funny. And then Chris Tucker immediately tells her, he's like, you are fat. And she starts to freak out. And he's saying PHAT, pretty hot and tempting. Like Fat Beach, Mark.
Which I totally didn't get. Fuck.
Oh yeah, that's why he was like, "You are fat." That shit, dude. I
was like Heather Locklear.
Yeah, she also doesn't get it. She just like stares at him all pissy. I laughed my ass off. Money talks, man. Good fuck. Also, it looked great. God, it looked.
Also,
great.
by the way, one of the best reactions to finding any large sum of money or precious stones. Dude, the way he does that feels so fucking like he can do the over the top and he's funny, but that motherfucker can act.
Yes.
Like everything he does feels very real. And even if it is ad-libbed, it's just like, it feels very natural. Like every reaction he has to any of the scenarios is perfect. He's so fucking good. It's kind of crazy that he's not as prevalent because the guy's still fucking funny. I saw one of his stand-up specials recently. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's weird. He doesn't do many movies anymore.
Yeah.
But like he'll randomly turn up in a movie. Like I feel like I saw him in one of those like recently. Like I saw him in like a David O. Russell movie. It was like Silver Linings Playbook or something. Like he randomly shows up and then he'll be in, then you won't see him for a few years. It's very weird. I don't know what's up. Maybe he made so much Rush Hour money he doesn't have to work. He's like, fuck that shit. I don't have to do anything.
Dude, the residuals he gets off of those 3 movies must be fucking incredible. Maybe not so much
like
from the third movie, but those first 2.
The first 2 for sure.
They better hurry up and fucking make that before the 2 motherfuckers are like Rush Hour is going to be them in wheelchairs.
It's going to be poor Jackie. Anyway, Mark, I've been going on long enough. Please, what do you got, buddy?
Okay, so I think this will be another one that has a bit of a crossover. Did someone get a shot outside in Cleveland?
No, I can literally see my balcony, and I just saw like 2 giant birds flying by my balcony, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is new for me. I'm not recording.
Even
in my
the birds
old
are fat as fuck out there.
You are fat. Fat. He like goes on and on. Wait, I want to see. Wait, can I find that scene? It's so good.
There has to be, dude.
Damn, girl, you are fat. Fat.
By the way, did you see how skinny he is in that movie?
You wait, here it is. Wait. Okay, here we go. Dude, that shit genuinely got me. It's such a good joke.
He's really good at those like culture clash moments. For some reason, he can like make them very believable. I don't know why. He's fucking Chris Tucker rules, dude.
He's great. He's fucking great. Anyway, sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
Oh, what was I doing? Was I wrecking something?
You're gonna wreck something. It's your turn. You can go for 2 if you want. Yeah, up to you, buddy.
Oh, okay. Fuck. Maybe I'll do my. Yeah, because I don't want to take up too much time. I watched a bunch of cop movies. One was Colors, which I've heard of. It's directed by Dennis Hopper. The movie's fucking crazy. And I also watched The New Centurions. They have a lot of parallels in terms of the way they construct stories. They're very serious police dramas, but they're beautiful, amazing casts, amazing there's something about LA cop movies that just I love seeing those more so than sometimes the New York cop movies, but New Centurions is such a fucking cool name because it makes them seem like there's this police force. They're going out and it's like a battle for them. And then Colors is just like, a parallel of like, it's kind of like they deal with cycles and I guess how police officers, I guess it's more empathetic toward the police officers in these movies. And you kind of see like the crazy shit they have to deal with and maybe why they have certain responses to things. And I know that's not popular nowadays, but I do think they're worth watching. They're really fucking good movies. And
Colors has an excellent theme song. Colors, Colors, Colors.
Yeah.
Isn't that what that's from?
Dude,
It's like the Ice
when
T
that-
Colors song.
when that song popped up, I was like, this is a Dennis Hopper movie? You know what I mean? I just was not expecting him to be like...
You didn't expect Dennis Hopper to be down.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, basically. And it's
all Ice T.
It's fucking cool. It's like a nice... It's basically... These movies show you both sides of everything. I think they're like... They're definitely classics, but I feel as though they're like kind of forgotten movies. Like I don't know anyone.
I've never heard of. I know
movies.
Colors very well, but I've never heard of New Centurions, which I agree, kick-ass title.
Dude, there's some shots in there and things that happen that just are out of, especially with New Centurions. I don't want to spoil. It's hard to talk about these movies because I don't. If people do decide to see these, I don't want to ruin them. There's like a moment in the New Centurions, and I was like, holy fuck, they did that. And I guess you'll see it if you watch it.
Shit.
But they are, I'm telling you, they are like, they're not like heavy movies. There's still moments of like levity and there's like, they're telling jokes but there are heavy moments in these movies. These are like serious cop dramas, but they're good. This is not like LA PD.
Are you still in like a LA cop movie groove?
Yeah, I'm totally. If you got any recs for them, fuck.
I was gonna say, are you gonna watch the ultimate LA cop movie, Mark? Which is To Live and Die in LA.
Dude, I fucking love that movie, and I'm so happy it's getting or has a 4K.
It has. I own it. It's in one of these goddamn boxes. It's probably in between my tablecloths or something.
Yeah. We packed this one with your knife collection.
No, please no.
But okay, so
all your dude wipes. Are you the guy with all the dude wipes? We put To Live and Die in LA right in a dude wipe.
And it's your only steal, so it just turns into a mush pile.
No.
But okay, yeah, by the way, that is a good example of a movie that's just like fucking full on, has a nice balance of action, very surprising moments. So I think To Live and Die in LA, I would definitely put, if I was to make a retrospective of LA cop movies, I'd throw that in there. I'd throw LA Confidential, but I think Colors and New Centurions would be a fucking awesome series if you're into those like LA cop movies. And yeah, To Live and Die in LA would slot in perfectly with these.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the other part of like an LA cop movie, right? It's as much about the city and the scenery. You want to see those sun-drenched skies. You want to see the palm trees. You get that idea where like every scene is hot, like it's fucking hot outside.
Yes.
And so when shit goes down, it's already uncomfortable. You know what's another good LA cop movie that you wouldn't think about?
Predator 2.
Predator 2. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I was going to say Predator 2.
Really?
Hot movie, hot in the city. Yes, like it's an LA cop movie. Like Danny Glover is sweating in every scene of that movie.
No, that's why I knew you were going to say that, because it's like, I think you and I have talked about this on so many occasions.
Candy.
Dude, you're totally right. That movie feels like to me, a good LA cop movie is like, you feel the pressure of the situation, but also of that super hot environment where everyone's just glistening with sweat. They're running around.
That's making every situation 10 times more tense. It's making everyone just fucking aggro and annoyed. Everyone has a short fucking fuse, and it's all because you have this supposedly beautiful backdrop that is slowly driving them all insane.
Oh, yeah. Well, and also, another one would be Falling Down, too. Like, just these movies where you feel like it's like you're imprisoned in paradise is what I call these movies.
Dude, that's because you should get a vanity plate for your truck, Mark. You should get Defense.
Dude, that would be awesome to drive around California with that. I wonder if someone has that.
Dude, somebody has to have the defense vanity plate for sure. One of my favorite moments, dude, every Michael Douglas moment in that movie is fantastic, but one of my favorite moments is a Robert Duvall moment where, like, he's had enough of his crazy wife, and he's on the phone, he's like, "You're gonna leave the skin on the goddamn chicken!" He hangs up. Great scene. Great fucking scene.
Dude, I totally forgot those moments that Duvall has with his wife because he's
Duvall,
always
yeah, she keeps
he's kind of
calling
like
him.
coddling her, and then eventually he's just like, "I can't fucking take it anymore."
Yeah, because she's like, and he says, "You better leave the skin on the goddamn chicken."
Oh my god, that's fucking great, man. That also made me realize that motherfucker's wife was just making him the blandest white lady chicken meals.
Totally, dude.
There's just
She
no
was gonna
seasoning.
make him move. She was gonna make him move to Lake Havasu. I remember that's the thing. Like, he has like a fucking a snow globe of Lake Havasu, and they're
Yes,
like,
that's
"Hey,
right.
That's where you're gonna go, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And you can tell he's like not psyched about it at all.
She's like, "Oh man, after all this action, I have to go back to like the blandest life."
He's having a good time, fucking shooting people in L.A. Man, just being a man, having a good old time. Now he's got to go to Lake Havasu and run
Blowing away an innocent man with a water gun.
You know how many times I get to shoot a guy on a pier just for fucking looking like he's armed? I don't know if he is. That's like the only way he can have fun is if he can shoot someone. I think that guy is a piece.
Holy shit! You know that also means
just at a Home Depot
he's been eating that bland chicken meal for so long.
forever, and he's fine. He fucking has it. That's when he decides to go out and get Michael Douglas defense. Holy shit, that's funny. Okay.
Holy shit.
My next rec. I got a lot of recs, dude. I got a lot of recs. I do want to shout this out. We've talked about it on the show before, but actually, I've gotten two that are kind of like rewatches, and I'll glue those two together. I rewatched two great movies: Stay Tuned, as well as Freaked. Alex Winter's Freaked. I'll do Freaked first.
Rules.
I love Freaked so much. They just came out with that amazing Umbrella 4K set. As I said, all of my 4Ks are still in boxes, so I wasn't even watching the 4K. I was watching the 4K transfer off of Amazon Prime. Prime Video randomly has Freaked now, which is so funny because for the longest time, you couldn't find that movie. You couldn't find it on streaming. You could only, if you didn't get that Anchor Bay double disc release, you were shit out of luck.
And then it suddenly had like a 4K, which was crazy.
And now it has a 4K. It's just like the power of the medium. So it's so cool that people have access to Freaked. Freaked is fucking amazing. It makes me laugh my ass off. It's full of fantastic jokes, amazing physical effects, especially by Screaming Mad George. And it's got that like classic Bill and Ted style humor. So like all of the scenes feel like little self-contained sketches. They each have their own individual premise, and they're very funny, but like they could stand alone. Like you could just peel any scene out of Freaks and it feels complete, which is kind of amazing. It's a very strange approach to filmmaking. Like I feel like the Austin Powers movies are very similar, where like maybe not the third one, but the first two Austin Powers movies, like you could peel a scene out and it feels very self-contained. Like they almost feel like little short segments that have been stitched together. And Freaked works a lot like that too. And bonus, it's about mutant freaks in a carnival sideshow, so it's fucking awesome. And Stay Tuned.
And by the way, it's the effects are incredibly well done.
They're fantastic. And they commit. That's the other thing. They commit. So like if they have a crazy idea, like, hey, we're gonna have a guy who has a sock for a head. When that guy dies, spoiler, and they pull the sock off, it's a hand. It's not like he's headless now. There's a hand that has been underneath puppeteering. Like that kind of thought to pay off that stupid ass joke. That's what makes that movie work. You know what I mean? Like, there's also for no reason, there's like a little kid. I always forget about this on Freaked, but there's a little kid who's like obsessed with Alex Winters, and they develop a psychic connection to one another. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's a ridiculous premise for a scene that any other movie, the whole movie would be about that thing, or they would really drag that plot out. But here, it's just like a funny, simple sketch for a scene And it might come back later, it might not, but it works. It's just self-contained. You get the premise. He's psychically connected to the kid. It's not explained. No one else has this ability in the movie. It just so happens to appear.
I love shit like that
It's
too.
great. Exactly. Exactly. I loved Freaked. And also Stay Tuned, a movie that holds up. I didn't know. Mark and I were talking about this, especially like in the wake of the new Scary Movie. We were like, do spoof movies from X amount of decades ago hold up? Because you and I were actually talking about this. We were like, you were saying the other day, you were like, I'm trying to watch a comedy like from an older time and it's just not translating to me, or the humor's not working and I find myself tuning out. And I'm kind of the same way. Like there's very few older movies that are comedies that I can sit through. Like I just don't find the humor that appealing. It has to specifically like work for me. Humor is a very prickly thing. And I thought something like Stay Tuned, where like it's so based on spoofing the culture of the time. I'm like, is that gonna hold up? Is that? Yes, it absolutely holds up. All the gags are fucking great. It's because it has just a great story. And so, the couple gets sucked into this basically like Satan's version of cable TV so they can like satanize. That's what makes it, that's what I think saves it. If it was just doing straight up riffs on like Star Trek Next Generation, Married with Children, shit that came out in 1992, it might not be that funny. But you have that little added twist of it being like a demonic representation of that. So like Wayne's World, like Wayne's Underworld, like you're just watching this funny, stupid thing that you get instantly because of the Wayne's World connection. But the hell stuff takes it over the top. That's what's funny. When you see the audience of the undead people, the fact that they're going to torture him with the camera, they keep like hitting him in the face with the camera. Like, great movie, dude. And the effects.
But here's the
awesome.
thing. I would say, like, even if you didn't know what Wayne's World was, that little show in and of itself is so ridiculous and funny that
Yes.
I think it would translate even if you didn't know what it was. You would just accept it as this weird demon show, which is fucking hilarious.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Same thing with like Driving Miss Daisy. Like, even if you didn't know what Driving Miss Daisy was, right? You still get the joke of driving over Miss Daisy. Like the fact that like the bad guy's in the car as the chauffeur and he's running the woman over in the street over. He's backing over her, running over her again, backing over her, running over. Like that joke just plays. You know what I mean? It's also just like a good movie. Like I was like, why can't we have movies like this anymore? It's almost like because we were talking about Pizza Movie from a couple months ago, and how
Yes.
fun and silly that movie is. Like it's that one little small stakes random concept. Like these characters need to get a pizza. That's it. I kind of love that like simplicity of like this guy gets sucked into his TV. Why can't we have movies like this anymore? We need more movies.
It feels like those 80s and 90s movies were like all about that. It's just like, here's a concept. It's
Yes.
easy to grasp and we're just going to go to town with it. And it's,
Yes.
and you get like such an amazing film out of it. And I feel as though those movies, for some reason, it's like they lost that art of making a cohesive, fun and entertaining movie. And now it's like,
Yeah.
some movies you watch and it's just like, it's kind of like watching like a popular or listening to a popular song. And instead of the song just ending properly, it just fades out.
Yes.
And you're just like, what the fuck did I watch?
Right. Like you have no ending. You had no ending in sight
Yeah.
for this.
It just is like, they just went to the credits and you're like, okay, that was the whole fucking movie. What?
Like, why am I here? Yeah. What is
These
this?
ones are those old. That's the one thing that I, at least I guess for you too, is like what brings me back to watching those old movies. And it's not like I'm some old fart that doesn't like new movies. It's like those movies were like very cohesive and self-contained and super entertaining to a degree where it's like you felt like you were getting a full story in a full movie. So
Yes.
it's really hard to. It's like that was the golden age of when they knew how to do that, and hopefully they'll relearn that shit where you just get a complete movie
hope
and you're not
so.
trying to set some other shit up, you know?
Or eventually the bottom will drop out where like they don't have any more property. Like they can't make a Thundercats movie. Like they've already made all this shit. So they're like, fuck, we don't know what to do. Let's just make a movie about a guy who gets sucked into his television. Perfect. Like they'll be forced into the corner of having to come up with a simple premise mid-budget movie. That's what we need. Desperately we need.
Yeah. like those really good, solid 20 because of inflation, like 20 to $30 million movies
Yes.
that
Even
don't
something like
feel.
you would think Honey I Shrunk the Kids is like a big giant movie, and it was because it was a giant hit movie, but like that's a very small mid-budget movie, and it's just a great concept. Hey, what if I shrunk the kids?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's the whole shit. That's the whole shit, and it works. We need more of that.
And the other thing too, he didn't. It's like I only realized this recently was that that first Ninja Turtles movie was like an indie film. But
Yes,
if you
considered
look
an
at
indie
that
film.
indie film compared to like some indie films where it's just like, well, we got 3 actors, no locations, and we're not doing any effects in this, and it's just
Right.
like they just pare it down so
The
they're
whole
doing the
movie
bare
takes
minimum.
place in my bathroom.
Yeah.
You're like, oh
Yeah,
no,
exactly. It's like
please.
these fuckers were going crazy with like physical effects, full suits, animatronics. That's
Yes,
fucking
yes.
crazy to think about.
That's what I.
It's like,
That will turn me off. Like if somebody's like, oh, it's like a micro budget movie or a low budget movie. If it's like all in one location, or if I start to see scenes or shots where every shot is them outside in the woods, I'm like, oh, it like reeks of like no money. Do you get that? You know what I'm talking about? If I see too much woodsy stuff in a cheap movie, I'm like, no, I will not do this.
I know exactly what you mean because I was watching Shelter and it was just like,
Oh god,
it's like we didn't go anywhere. You just feel like claustrophobia because
yes.
you're like, we're not getting outside. We're just like fucking hanging out in this
But
one
it's also
location.
like the
It
most
fucking
obvious
sucks.
way to try and hide your no budgetness is to be like, we're outside in the woods. Here's the same 2 trees. We're gonna walk in a
Yeah.
circle. Like they don't go anywhere. They don't do anything.
There's
Right?
no discernible background shit.
No. Everything's racked, so everything's soft. It's just soft green sludge. That's all that's behind them. And then the audacity to have nothing happen. Nothing.
Yeah, I know that's even worse.
At least if you're like, look, my strong suit isn't money or location scouting. My strong suit is fight choreography. And I happen to make this amazing movie where people are just going to beat the shit out of each other in really visually interesting ways. Fine. But you cannot also take the people to the shitty woodsy location with no money and no script and expect us to care about your like character drama where 2 people are talking to one another. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or what they're talking about is the more exciting than the fucking movie, and they're like, "Hey, remember that time when
Yes.
you did this, all this cool shit?" Or
I'm like, can we
it's
see
like, "How
that?
did you get that guy?" And they're like, "I'm gonna just describe it to you instead of showing it." You know?
Yes. Yes. Oh god, I used to hate that in film school. You'd have like so many like little short films like that where I'm like, show that thing, show what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's fucking crazy. It's like
Yeah.
even if you're watching the movie you made, you'd probably be like, "Shouldn't we fucking show this really cool
Yeah.
thing?"
Yeah. Exactly. Not, dude. Another point for normal, by the way, when a character talks about something, and it's like the point of their story is getting really cool. Guess what? They show you.
I
They're
love
like,
that.
You're like, yeah, you probably want to see that. Yeah, let's show you. All right, there you go. Mark, is it your? Yeah, it's your turn. I think. Still, what do you got?
Which is actually perfect because the point I wanted to make with this movie is what we just talked about, and I think you had wrecked it before, and I finally saw Hokum. Dude,
Oh
I
yes.
fucking love that movie. It was the antithesis of what we talked about. Every time a character had a story to tell, it immediately cuts to it. If it's a scary moment it's not just you're hearing this some dumbass character like talk about it at a fucking bar. They just cut to it. You don't even hear what the character's about to say. They just show the fucking scene and then you know exactly what that character was talking about.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. That movie, when I saw the trailer and some of the stuff about it, it kind of like threw me off. What happens so much happens in the movie, so many different things.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, there's like it's like dude, it kind of felt like a compilation of really good Stephen King scenes. It's like, there's a fucking witch in the basement. There's this
Yes.
room that no one goes into that is locked away. It has okay, so I know there's trashed movies that take place in one location, but this one did it so well because you were in one location, but you got to explore a lot of it. You got to be in
Yes.
various sections
They
of
always did
this
something
location.
interesting or surprising with it,
Yeah.
or it would reveal some other secret to him. That's the other thing I loved about Hokum, and I loved it too, is that it felt like a true horror mystery where you were finding
Yes.
out like even if you stripped away the horror, it would still be a great mystery story. The fact that
Oh
it's a
yeah.
horror is a bonus, right?
Yeah. And by the way, I think you are the same way. I fucking love movies about writers where they're in
Yes.
some crazy position. Even Twix. I love fucking Twix. I like Secret
Twix.
Window, even those ones that are considered like not so great.
Yeah,
To
Secret
me,
Window's
they're
great.
always super interesting. And this one was fantastic. The way they bookend it with the story, all the shit he goes through. And it's like a lot of movies, he would just be the same dick character. And it was really cool to see how they make the character change without hammering you in the face with it. Very cool.
Yeah. I also liked Adam Scott's approach to that character, that he was just kind of an asshole. Like,
Dude, when he burned that guy's hand with the
when he
spoon,
burned the
I
guy
wasn't expecting it.
just for being annoying. Right? Like, are you kidding?
But it's in Ireland, so they don't sue him.
They don't sue him.
I thought it was funny.
We don't have a legal system here that's able to take you to any meaningful courts. It's in Ireland, so they can't sue. Oh, well.
That fucking writer would never be able to pull that shit off in America. That guy would have been sued instantly.
He wouldn't have even burned someone. He would have been rude to someone and would have been canceled, career over, can't even get a job at McDonald's, can't do anything. And meanwhile, in Ireland, he's burning people just for being annoying.
And treating everyone like a piece of shit.
Everybody like shit. Everybody like shit. Great. But you know what's crazy? The script is so good. The story is so compelling. And the position that guy is in is so fucked up that even that character you feel for. Like, especially as the movie goes on, like, you want him to live. You want him to survive. You want him to get through it because you realize he's dealing with a lot of pain and trauma. And I love the way that that's revealed, and it has a lot to do with the story. Like, Hokum's fucking good, man. I love that guy, the Oddity guy. I still have to see his first movie, Caveat. I have not seen.
Oh, shit.
He made a movie before Oddity. We loved Oddity, by the way. If you're unfamiliar,
yeah, that was
check out our Oddity episode.
Fantastic.
We loved Oddity. I think his name is Damien McCarthy. Damien McCarty. He's an awesome director. But we loved Oddity, and we loved Hokum, and so I got to see Caveat now. I've heard it's great. I've heard it's
really
scary. Yeah.
Ooh.
Some people have told me, because when I tell people I love Oddity, they're like, you got to watch Caveat. It's even scarier than Oddity.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Because Oddity scared the living crap out of me.
Dude, yeah, Oddity made me use all my dude wipes. Could you imagine, Mark? We go to HHN. I have like 2 giant book bags. You're like, what's in that book bag? I'm like, this is my gear for the park. And you're like, what's in that book bag? And it's all dude wipes. What if I just converted fully to dude wipes?
I got every flavor of dude wipe.
No. They're really manly. This one's bourbon teriyaki. This one's smoke and whiskey. I like to wipe my ass with the hot dog one. This one says foot long. It's for America's birthday.
Palm Springs edition.
Yeah. 250 wipes for the 250th anniversary.
They're red, white, and blue.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to wipe my ass with each of the colors. Can't neglect one.
That would be very un-American.
Very unpatriotic of me. Okay, I'll go next. We were talking about Dennis Hopper before, Mark. I want to throw a curveball your way.
Oh, shit.
My next rec involves Dennis Hopper. In fact, it involves a movie. I made a reel about this on Instagram, so if you want to go see me talk about this more, go to our Instagram at the Matt and Mark Movie Show. Mark, I found an 80s movie big budget special effects movie that I had never heard of that somehow
Wait,
slipped through the
what?
cracks. It's called My Science Project. And the reason, have
Oh,
you heard of this movie?
I've seen it. Yes.
Oh, I had never heard of it or seen it. So to me, my thing was like, I've seen every big budget 80s high concept sci-fi comedy, right? All your Ghostbusters and Back to the Future, whatever. So it was kind of cool for me to discover one that I had never heard about, but that is true to the era, has the classic effects, has that classic 80s movie feel. And I was
By
like,
the way, is it the one where they create a woman using a computer
that's Weird
or something?
Science. No, I
Oh,
love Weird
which one?
Science. Weird Science is one of my favorite movies ever. No, I was going to say the reason you've never heard of My Science Project is because it came out in 1985 alongside, you ready? Back to the Future,
Oh, wow.
Real Genius with Val Kilmer, and Weird Science. And those are three classic movies. So no wonder this movie, My Science Project, slipped through the cracks and nobody's fucking heard of it. So now I'm wondering, have you ever seen My Science Project? Because I don't think you have.
I don't know if I saw a trailer for it, but I do. I am familiar with it, even though I just fucking confused it for that other one. But I
So
have
I
seen it. It's like maybe I've seen a trailer or poster or something for it, but I now that you mentioned Dennis Hopper, I don't think I have actually watched it all the way
Yeah.
through.
So it's streaming now for the first time. It's just started streaming, kind of similar to Freak. This was a movie that you were not able to find for a long time, and now randomly everybody has access to it. And that was actually the way I watched it. I watched it on Prime Video. So it's a movie kind of like, it's just a great concept. It's like this kid finds this thing that could possibly be alien technology, and it is. It is. But I'm telling you, you are not prepared for where the movie takes you. It's not a good movie, but it was just cool to find this like undiscovered movie from this period that I love with all these massive movies. Like Mark and I have seen all these movies countless times. So it was cool to be like, oh, here's one at the bottom of the pile you've never seen that fits this exact criteria. And to you, it's going to be brand new. So it was like almost finding like a lost film for me. Randomly, Dennis Hopper's in it. He plays their science teacher. And it's very weird because two things. One, he's dressed up and he's basically playing his character from Easy Rider, which is weird, but as a science teacher. He's even dressed the same. He's dressed the exact same with the fringes.
Okay,
and
maybe I
everything.
have not. I've definitely not seen this.
And then two, it made me realize that Dennis Hopper is actually in three doomed sci-fi movies, like movies that either tanked or were like forgotten. He's in Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
Oh, that's
That
right.
was
Yes.
a notorious bomb. Waterworld, and I love Mario. I love Waterworld. Waterworld, notorious bomb, forgotten. And this movie, My Science Project, that has like literally, I don't think anybody knows about. I have not seen dick about this movie. So it was kind of crazy. And it's not a small part, Mark. He's like a major part of the movie. A
Dang.
major part of the movie. I thought it was going to be a very simple, like Flight of the Navigator kind of story. Like, oh, it's an alien thing, and now my car is a spaceship, and I fly around. No. This movie is fucking crazy. You know how when we talked about altered states, one of my favorite things I talked to you about ever is when an ape man is in a movie, like when a random like Neanderthal man is in a movie. Mark, My Science Project has has a random ape man attack scene.
Yes,
And,
I fucking love that shit.
It instantly bounced it up a couple points for me. So My
Okay,
Science
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna
Project,
write this down. Who directed
crazy
it, by the
movie.
way? Is it someone
guy I've
pretty
never
well
heard of.
known?
No, I've never heard of this guy, John John Bertul. I was like, maybe he's like Dennis Hopper's friend or something. Like that's how he got him to participate because it just seems very weird. Because like, Mark, you were talking about Colors. I want to say Colors came out in '86. So I'm wondering if Dennis Hopper was like, I'm trying to make Colors. I got to make some money as an actor first before I make my movie so that I can make my movie and people leave me alone. And I wonder if this is what he did, like a one for them, one for me. Like he made My Science Project thinking it was going to be like this big hit. And he was like, whatever, I'll turn up to the studio. they'll put me in this science movie, and then I'll go make colors.
That's part of his rider. He's like,
Yeah,
if I'm
dude.
in this fucking movie, you have to allow
You
me
have
to make
help me make
colors.
colors. Yes. So now that's all I can think about is the fact that he was probably about like setting up to make colors while he was shooting this movie.
Now I really want to see it because the parallel will be fucking hilarious.
Yes. It also, dude, it's got a crazy cast. So it's also got Fisher Stevens, another Super Mario Brothers connection. He plays Spike in the Mario Brothers movie. He's the Dennis Hopper's the two dumb assistants that always help him. He's that, but he's also the guy. He's a white guy that painted. He got brown face, and he played an Indian guy in Short Circuit. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait,
In the 80s, in Short Circuit, the robot movie, there's a
Yeah.
guy who's an Indian guy, except back then no one had the internet, so no one could look it up. But now we know it was a white guy in brown face playing an Indian man. That man is Fisher Stevens. He's a white guy. He's in this movie, and he plays another problematic character.
oh shit!
Yes. And then if that wasn't enough, also, I don't know if
Wow.
you're a Christine fan, John Carpenter's Christine.
Oh yeah, I fucking love
The jock kid
Christine.
in that movie, the kid who's like the friend of the main kid, he's the star of this movie.
Oh, who is that guy?
He kind of looks
Isn't
like
he also he's in a bunch of stuff.
he's in a bunch of movies. He looks like, to me, he looks like Tom Brady, the quarterback. He's like a Tom Brady guy. He's the star of the movie, of this movie.
Is it something Stockwell?
Yes, yes.
He's also, the only reason I know that is because he's also a director. He did some like surfing movies like Blue Crush, or
Oh, but he did Blue Crush.
he's like a director too. Because I've
Oh,
seen
shit.
I the only reason I know is because for some reason, maybe it's a couple of years ago, I remember looking up that guy's name, and he's like super tan, and his IMDb profile is just him like. Let me see if I can find him.
Ah,
Oh yeah, it's John Stockwell, right?
yes, that's him. That's him. He is the star of My Science Project.
Oh wait, is he like a kid? Or
In
is
the
he
movie,
fairly? He's like,
in like high school. He's like a high school kid.
oh, so that means he's in his 30s.
Yeah, he's like 35. Anyway, My
Dude, I
Science
want to see this
Project,
movie now.
very fun. It's not a great movie. I'm going to tell you right now. I like a lot of schlock. I would firmly put this in the schlock category. It's a very silly movie, but as an oddity, as like a lost film, as like something that like, hey, you think you've seen every 80s like special effects movie? You haven't seen this. And that's kind of cool to be like, hey, look, this flavor that I love, there's something I've never experienced before. So don't go in expecting gold.
Does it have a good ending, and is it something you'd watch again?
The ending is the best part. I would watch the last 30 minutes of this movie again. In fact, I might even do it again tonight because the last 30 minutes of this movie, the first hour of the movie is like, oh, okay, this is crazy. Oh, we found the thing. Dennis Hopper, what? The last 30 minutes of this movie is fucking insane. And I'm sure is one of the reasons it did not catch on.
Oh, dude, now you've piqued my interest. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yes. My Science Project.
Hold on, I got to write this down.
Oh, and it's also got it's an 80s, mid 80s big budget studio movie, so it's got to have a theme song. And so there's a guy like My Science Project.
I love that shit though.
I love
no?
that shit too, yeah. It's great.
Wait, there was one movie that maybe Ethan Hawke was in it from a long ass time ago. It's like it's one of those like
Explorers. Talking about Explorers.
yes, so for me that movie is one of those, it kind of like it starts off strong and fucking dies at the end.
Yeah,
So it's
this
kind of
is
nice to
inverse.
hear that this one does the opposite.
Yeah,
because
this is
I
inverse.
wanted to like Explorers, and it's kind of in that same era and style, but that's why I asked you about the end, because I want to see a movie that actually is worth watching till the end, And
Yeah,
sometimes those kid movies from the 80s, they fucking fall apart.
Oh, not this one. The ending is where the movie wakes up. The last
Oh,
30
really?
minutes is fucking crazy. Like, It's
Oh
crazy.
shit.
This stuff,
Okay.
conceptually, execution wise, there's just like crazy shit where you're like, what the fuck? What is this?
Oh man. Okay. I
Yeah.
will definitely watch this then.
There's gonna be a moment where, like, when you're watching this, Mark, you're gonna shoot a video and text it to me and be like, I can't fucking believe this. I can't fucking believe this.
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, this sounds crazy. All right.
Yeah, it was
I've
great. It was
written
great.
it down and I will watch it.
My science project. Mark, what's next for you, buddy?
Let's see. What can I do that's I'm gonna do. You know what I'll do? Because you mentioned Waterworld, I watched a Kevin Reynolds film called Rapa Nui,
Oh,
and I just came
yes.
from like I know I'm gonna sound like a pretentious cunt, but I came back from Easter Island, and I have heard of this movie, and there's part of me that was like, did I see this as a kid? Anyway, the movie's fucking nuts because it took all the stories that I heard from the locals and it mashed it together to try and explain what happened on the island. It's a good parallel to what's happening in today's society if you like that type of shit where it's just like the wealthy people just keep getting wealthier and they demand more of the working class and they just make it miserable for them. This movie is fucking insane because it's all physical effects. There's a couple of shots that look, dated, but overall it's shot on the island. Dude, there are shots when it has these actors running in bare feet on these like because there's a lot of volcanic stone there. What they
Yeah.
have these actors do is fucking insane because they're physically capable of doing it. They're running down these cliff faces. It's nuts. And it feels so real. If you like that kind of movies in the vein of what was that one where what's his face plays a Ron Perlman plays a caveman?
Yeah, you talking about uh
Oh
God
fuck.
damn it.
But anyway, it's
I
in
know
the
what you're
vein of
talking
those movies where it's just like you're watching something or like it's not as far back as movies like 10,000 BC, but it has this like feeling of being like there's no technology, they're very isolated, it's small communities.
Damn.
You
I also
it
I
feels
love Kevin
very
Reynolds.
real.
I love
Yeah,
his
dude, this is his visual style is phenomenal, and you can see why he would go on to make Waterworld. There's a lot of water scenes in this. It's great. It's a very, it's
adding
one
it.
of those
I'm adding
movies,
this to my watch list right now.
and that the guy from Soldier is the lead. He plays the guy that gets his eye ripped out.
Oh, Jason Scott Lee.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome. This
Yeah, that
movie's
guy's a good actor.
fantastic. Also, there's a lot of if you like boobs, there's tons of boobs in this movie.
I do. Rap at
But there's
booby.
also a lot of man ass too, as well.
Well, everything you take it away. You got to keep everybody interested.
Yeah, but it feels. I only bring that up, by the way, because it feels very. I don't know what's a good word.
Don't
Yeah, you
watch it
can't
on
watch
an
this on an
airplane. It's
airplane.
lots of asses and boobies.
Yeah, dude. By the way, watching movies on the airplane now is unlike before. Before they would edit them, there'd be no sex scenes. You'll be
Oh yeah.
watching a movie in a row of three people, and like a fucking sex scene will pop on, and
Yeah.
someone will think you're watching porn or some shit.
Yeah, dude. I fully remember being on a business trip like 10 years ago, and I was flying from NYC to LAX, 5.5 hour flight. And I remember watching, it was like it was like the only thing that looked interesting. I was like, oh, it's this Ben Stiller movie called Greenberg. It's like a fucking hipstery Noah Baumbach movie. I was like, I'll just watch this shit. Who cares? I was watching Greenberg. Dude, for no reason in that movie, Ben Stiller tries to fuck Greta Gerwig like several times, and she gets naked a lot in it. So if you ever want to see Greta Gerwig naked, by the way, go to Greenberg. But I'm in between. I'm in the middle seat, and I don't know the people next to me. Okay, I'm on a professional trip. My boss is seated in the row behind me. Other women that I work with are seated in the plane around me, but they are not directly to the sides of me. And I start watching Greenberg because I don't know. And then at the minute I see like Greta Gerwig like take her clothes off and Ben Stiller's eating her out, and I have to like shut the movie off because I'm like, great,
Dude,
now
I
he's
can't.
a pervert.
Ben Stiller.
Fucking back.
I don't think I've ever seen Ben Stiller in like a sex scene.
Yeah, it's awkward. It's as awkward as you think. It sucks, Mark. This ain't no Patrick Swayze sex scene where you can really feel his sexiness and charisma. It's Ben Stiller, so everything's painful and awkward.
To watch that in like, because airplanes are weird because they're intimate, but they're also like very public spaces.
Yeah. But
So
it's
it kind
also
of throws
everybody's
you.
into their own shit, right? Like, I'm just doing my thing. I'm paying attention to me. But then that's when people are noticing you, when like Greta Gerwig's boobies are out on her TV.
Dude, yeah, that happens to me. Like, I'm not trying to pay attention to other people's films, but sometimes out of the corner of your eye, when you see like flesh color and
Yeah.
it's filling up a screen, your eyes just goes like
Ugh.
drifts a little bit, and you're like, "Hey, someone's watching something with boobs on the airplane."
You sicko.
So somebody is, even if they don't want to. There's just like this human thing where your eyes are like scanning
Yep.
shit.
Oh, totally. I know my boss saw me watching it, and he was like, "This fucking pervert." This is how he gets his sick kicks.
Holy shit!
Watching Greta Gerwig get eaten out. You sick son of a bitch.
So you're saying this movie's called Greenberg? Well, let me write that down.
Greenberg is fat. Fat.
Wait, did you say it's a Noah Baumbach film?
Yeah, it's Noah Baumbach.
So there's going to be some weirdness to it, sort of like he always has like, I don't know, it's always got some weird shit in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's always a revelation that someone was like incested or molested.
Yeah, it's like it gives you secondhand embarrassment. And you're like, oh,
Yes.
why didn't I just watch
times.
Masters of the Universe? This is more like Masturbators of the Universe. And you're just like, oh, I just feel gross watching this movie.
Yeah, and now you're like, oh, great. Everybody thinks I'm a giant pervert now. We're gonna be at the dinner later. People are gonna be trying to be sociable with me and casual, but on the inside they're gonna be like, this guy jacks off.
It's like, this guy's into some disgusting filth.
This guy's gonna leave the dinner and do something nasty in his hotel.
Yeah. Noah Baumbach is one of those directors where it feels like he's purposely trying to give the audience secondhand embarrassment.
Yes.
Like, I've never been to a movie in the theaters where I've watched one of his movies where I'm like, I don't feel awkward at all. It's great to watch this with an audience. It's like, I should have just watched this at fucking home with my hands in my pants. God
I
damn
should
it.
just watch this on an airplane. Fucking Greenberg, stupid ass movie.
So you're not wrecking Greenberg.
I'm not
That's
wrecking Greenberg. Mark, got any other wrecks, buddy?
Wait, how many do you have left? Let me see.
I think
Maybe I
have
could shave
three-
some
I
of these
have three
crappos.
left. I have
Oh
three
shit.
left.
All right, I think I'll try to I'll do three more. I'm gonna put some markers next to these because I think some of these are just like, who gives a fuck?
I know.
You know,
I've
you ever
put a
when you
couple off my
you
list,
just
too. I'm
watch
like, I
so
really
many
feel like
things, you're just
talking
like,
about this. I can also just list a couple things too. Like, I rewatched Fifth Element. That's why I watched Money Talks, because it was the Chris Tucker connection. When I was sick and shitting my brains out, I watched Men in Black, the original, as well as I watched the first 3 X-Men movies, the Bryan Singer movies. I did not try to watch Bryan Singer movies. It was just what was available to me, so that's why I watched them. I regret nothing. They're all great. All the X-Men movies are great, those first 3 especially. There you go. But I don't have much to say about either of them.
I want to talk to you about this one movie because you just fucking mentioned Bruce Willis, and it's the perfect segue.
Yes!
I watched Striking Distance. That movie has invaded my brain the entire fucking time because every time I watch something, I judge it by that movie. And the first movie that felt like I was breaking out of that was actually Shoot to Kill. But, dude, Striking Distance left such an impact on me that I had a very hard time getting engaged with movies because it is a fantastic piece of cinema. It's super engaging, catches your attention, puts you on one of the wildest rides. You cannot fucking tell what's going to happen next. And in fact, I was saying to Matt that if you darken the cinematography, it could be a great thriller like Seven. And in fact, I think it's
100%.
better than Seven because I would watch this movie way more than Seven. And it has all these crazy twists and turns. I'll put out a spoiler. The fact that do not listen to me or Matt after this because you should watch this movie immediately. You should
Yeah, let me
Matt's
hit
recommendation.
There we go.
There you go. So Matt, your recommendation is so good. I know this doesn't sound terrible because we do want people to listen to this podcast. This movie is so good that you should just turn this off now and watch it because
Yeah.
you don't want to ruin anything. Dude, the fact that they got someone to look like Tom Sizemore and be a phenomenal actor and do all these different things to a degree where it throws you off completely as to who he is and where he fits in is incredible. This
Great
movie's
fucking movie.
fucking nuts. And
It's so
no
good.
matter what you read about it or reviews or whatever, don't. It's fucking bullshit. These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Matt recommends some of the greatest fucking movies, and this is definitely on a top 10 list of Matt Recs because it is fucking phenomenal. It lives up to any of the hype that you put out there, man. Dude, I was not expecting the car chases. Everything in this movie is top notch. I've never seen a movie so well made and put together. And it's a Bruce Willis movie too. So you come in with like expectations of it's going to be just like, an action movie where everything goes right for him. You can't tell what the fuck's going to happen to him or the people he knows in this movie. Like anything can fucking happen. And you're worried about everyone. It's kind of like, what was the other movie we were talking about where we were like, it's like, I know it's a completely different genre, but you know how Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, we mentioned that it's like, yeah, you want all the best things to happen to these characters and you're
Yes.
on edge for them. This movie does it to a even more intense degree because you do not want anything bad to happen to these people. But at any time, something bad could happen. Thank you for wrecking this movie. That's all I'll say about it, and I'll throw it to you because, fuck, man, that was
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it. This was easily my favorite thing I watched over the break because it's an older movie. We like to talk about this on this show, right? It's an older movie, but it's new to us. And I watched it only because we were on a Bruce Willis kick. Funny, Fifth Element kind of like kicked off a lot of stuff for me. It made me watch some Chris Tucker movies. It made me watch some more Bruce Willis movies. But it all started with Fifth Element. We watched Fifth Element. Great, obviously one of my favorite movies. And I was like, I want to watch another Bruce Willis. And Jess and I found this movie called Striking Distance. We were like, let's watch a Bruce Willis we've never seen. Here comes Striking Distance. One thing that I love are cat and mouse thriller movies. I feel like we don't have enough of them where like two opposing sides are fucking with each other constantly, or one side is really fucking with the other and it was up to the other guy to sort of play defense. That's what Striking Distance is. It's a killer who's basically choosing to make Bruce Willis's life hell. And it is so the mystery, the story is so gratifying and satisfying, but like the way that information is revealed to you through the writing, through the characters, like it's everything is misleading, but the truth is in your face the whole time, which is some of the best writing. But also, as Mark said, the cast is a big part of that and how great this cast is. Like everybody, it's also all people we love, like Marty Crane from Frasier. Bruce Willis is great, but you've also got guys like Tom Sizemore. Dude,
Mustache guy that's in like
Tom Atkins is in the movie. Fucking Dennis Farina is in the movie.
yeah, that was his name.
Like you've got amazing people in the movie, and it just caught me so by surprise that I was like, why aren't more people talking about how awesome this movie is? Because I always kind of thought I'd seen the poster for it before, and I always kind of wrote it off as like, oh, this is like one of those kind of Skinemax movies like Jade or Color of Night. You know what I'm talking about? Where you're like, oh, it's these kind of movies. It's like a horny movie.
Wait, so does that mean you were aware of this movie? Because for me, it was like a complete. I didn't
I
even
was
know it
only
existed.
aware of the title and the poster. I had never
Got it.
seen a piece of it, a trailer, nothing. I didn't know who was in it besides Bruce Willis. I just know the poster. I remember the poster at the video store, and I was like, what is this? Dude, I was not prepared for how great Striking Distance is. It's like a legitimate thriller, like a real thriller, and incredibly well made.
No, it's like it's fucking phenomenal. That's so I was actually going to ask you, what made you choose it? Because it is like it
Simply
feels like
because
I've never
it was
hear it
simply because
mentioned in
we
any
watched the
Bruce
development
Willis thing.
and we were like, we want Bruce Willis, but we want the challenge was Jess and I do this where we'll be like, we want to watch this actor. We'll be like, all right, we're watching Bruce Willis. Let's watch another Bruce Willis. But we're like bored because we've seen all the Die Hards and we've seen all this. So we're like, can we find a Bruce Willis movie we've never seen? And that was the challenge. So we were like looking at Bruce Willis movies
wow.
and we were like, we saw the poster and we were like, Striking Distance. And I was like, I've never seen it. Jess has never seen it. And I was like, let's take it. Let's all it said was that it was a thriller and it starred Bruce Willis. We were like, let's do it. Fuck, we were not ready for how good that initial watch was. It was fantastic. The minute it was over, I texted Mark and I was like, you have to watch this movie because I know that you will love it.
Oh man, you're totally right. I fucking loved it. By the way, I hope Shoot to Kill is similar
Oh, I
to what
can't wait.
you did for me.
That's top on my
Because
list right now to watch Shoot to Kill.
Striking Distance, I was like, after I watched it, I was like, I wish we had an entire episode devoted to this film because it's absolutely amazing. The other thing is what I liked about it, and I'm glad you mentioned like choosing like obscure Bruce Willis movies. Like most of the Bruce Willis films I've watched, it always felt to me like he's such a capable guy that he's going to come out ahead no matter what. In this
Yes.
movie, it was like the first time I watched a Bruce Willis movie where he genuinely felt like he couldn't do like there's some moments where he's just in that boat and he just starts screaming. He's like, ah, and you can tell everything is getting fucked and he doesn't know
Yeah.
how to like it becomes overwhelming. And it was the first time I've seen him in a movie where I could see him lose his mind and have a bad outcome at the end of the movie, which was kind of what I was expecting because it's such an obscure movie. I was like, does this mean that this is one of those Bruce Willis movies where it like the audience is just not willing to accept that bad things can happen to him?
Right.
And it because of that, everything was a surprise and I couldn't predict anything. So as far as like you were talking about finding movies that are gold, you found like the perfect obscure movie. And it feels like it's just like the movie. It's hidden in plain sight because it's you figure, oh, it's Bruce Willis, fantastic cast, good director. Everything about it is like super well made. Action sequences that are like don't deserve to be in like a cop thriller. It's sort of like to me, I think I also said it was like it's if as if Seven had really good car chase sequences and action sequences. Because,
Yes.
dude, those car chase sequences are not the type of car chase sequences you see in a cat and mouse thriller. You know, you'd figure they'd be a little bit more subdued because it's more about the character development. Dude, fucking hubcaps are flying off into the camera. Crazy shit's happening. Cars are
rolling,
driving
things
down
are
fucking
happening.
hills.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's one of the most perfect cat and mouse movies because it's not just a cat and mouse movie. It's doing so many other genres
Yes.
extremely well. Not just like
It's doing
half-assing it.
serial killer. It's doing vengeance. It's doing a bunch in like small town cop drama. Like it's doing a lot of these like subgenres, like a lot of justice. Also, I want to say too, Mark, you hit the nail on the head. That was really well put. You're right. We never see Bruce Willis vulnerable, and that's what he is in this movie. He's vulnerable. He cannot get ahead. At every turn, you just are like, this guy's fucked. He's fucked here. He's fucked here. Like, it was really cool to see that twist on a typical Bruce Willis character.
Oh, can I say one more thing too about it? I don't know if you want to move on, but sorry, I just had so many things bottled up that I want to talk to you about. When this is another spoiler, so if you haven't paid attention to that spoiler message, this is a huge one. That suicide scene was so in your face and well done. I legit thought that the guy was dead.
Yes.
Like it was done so well that it became just like a small story that I forgot about.
Yes.
You know? So when he does
When
pop
it
up
comes
later,
back up again, you're like, oh my God. You're like, not only that, it's the shock of the reveal of what that is, but also then the ramifications of that. Like, oh, so the dad knew and this guy knew. And And then you start to think about all they had to do to cover that up, the people that they've hurt, Bruce Willis's life. They took his life and they ruined it. They ruined it. Like, I started to really think about all their crappy decisions and everything they had done to harm the Bruce Willis character. And I was just like, I was blown away by the cruelty of that. Like, it just felt like that's the thing. It was like, a lot of times you watch movies, right, and they kind of have this neat explanation for something. Because, right, it's a movie. It's got to be larger than life, or it's got to have this cool thing that shock you. Like, this felt uncomfortably real, where it was like, this could be real life. That turn of events, the way that this guy's life is ruined, how he has to sort of pick up the pieces, like, that all felt really real, like, in an uncomfortable, very human way, where I was like, you don't see that kind of stuff in a movie now. It's all really glamorized, glorified. Like, this felt like real and uncomfortable.
And kudos to the actors for portraying it that way, because when you actually feel, you understand why Dennis Farina's character does that, because it's like, yeah, he's a father and he's trying to protect his son, and he's surprised, and it makes it seem like he just made a split-second decision and he didn't really want to hurt anyone.
Yeah.
It was like he just thought from a visceral perspective, I have to help my son. Because it's like, you have to, I think as an audience member, I don't have kids, but you also have to think in his headspace. He's not just a crazy guy that went nuts. He like watched his kid grow up. So you kind of have to empathize with his decision, and the way it's like done. Like, the multiple reveals don't feel like M. Night Shyamalan bullshit, where it's just like, it's just there to be. You're right. It's probably one of the most believable cover-ups that could happen. And also the psychosis of the son from, you're totally, by the way, the reason why I compare it to Seven too is because, like, you see, what's his name? Kevin Spacey's character at the beginning go down the staircase, and this does the same thing where you see that character on TV and you know he's a fucking psycho, but because of the way they construct it, where it's not like spelled out, you just kind of forget these things. And actually, as soon as the movie ended, I rewatched it, and I was like, oh man, I missed, the filmmaking was so great, and it misdirects you in such an amazing way that I missed so many things on the rewatch. And I was like, damn, it's even better the second time. It's not one of these movies where you suddenly are like, all right, like Sixth Sense, I'm kind of like, okay, I saw that. Sure. It's not going to have the same impact because it was so based on that surprise. This one was like, it's constructed so well that you start to pick and see things in a different light by rewatching it, and it makes it even more exciting. Fantastic recommendation, dude. This movie was like one of the best things I've seen in years.
I know. I want to try to find a good copy of it to own, like, for the shelf. And I'm like, I don't think there's a 4K. I think the best you're going to get is like a low rent, bare bones Blu-ray, which is fine. If that's all that's available, it's fine. But like, I want to have a copy of this so that, because eventually it's going to disappear off streaming. I want to be able to have it.
Well, you know what I think? This feels like one of those movies that, unfortunately, it may happen like, wait, I'm so stupid. It's kind of like, it feels like it would happen too late almost, but it is a movie that eventually will find an audience because it is that good. I firmly believe that it'll become a cult classic at some point, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I think it is only available, by the way, on Blu-ray. I'm looking now, and it looks like all you've got is Blu-ray. That's it.
Dang, that kind of sucks because it's a gorgeous movie to look at.
Yeah. And what I saw, I watched it on Netflix, of all things. That's what we had in the hotel. And Netflix surprisingly has like a bunch of great Bruce Willis movies right now, by the way. So like,
cool.
We lucked out into finding this on Netflix in our hotel. Our hotel was very weird because it was like, here's cable television and Netflix. And so we were like, we were big cord cutters for like, 15 years. We were like, let's just fucking watch Netflix. And we wound up just being like, let's just watch this Bruce Willis movie. Let's watch this other Bruce Willis movie. Oh, there's Chris Tucker. Let's watch some Chris Tucker movies. Like, we kind of like offshoot. We kept offshooting. Oh, let's watch an X-Men. Let's watch X-Men 2. Fuck it. Like, that's kind of what started happening.
is that perfect. I don't know. It's like the perfect hotel streaming platform. I don't know
It really
why.
is. Yeah, it really is. Because that's the thing. It's so funny. Like, I would never watch cable TV in my normal life, and I'm a streamer, or I'm also a physical media guy. But like, Netflix is not a streamer that I have. I'm not subscribed to Netflix, right? I have Prime, I have Disney Plus, I have all the other ones. I don't have Netflix. So it was just kind of funny. Like, I would never watch Netflix and I would never watch cable, but I was in a place where I was like, these are my only two options. So I was like, I would rather watch Netflix than have to sit through pharmaceutical ads and commercials for dude wipes. I already know I like dude wipes. That's working already.
It's like I've been
So-
using this shit for years.
So yeah, dude. Striking Distance, man. I'm so glad you loved it. I knew the minute it was over, I was like, I have to tell Mark about this movie, like, straight up right away, because I know that he will see it.
Dude, I'm so glad you found that movie. God damn. I can't. It's hard to like express to an audience. It's one of these things like you have to see this movie. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. Is it going to be on the AFI list? Who gives a fuck? It's a great goddamn movie. You
Great
know?
fucking spectacular movie. Speaking of Netflix, I will give you my final rec for the show tonight. I wound up watching a show. This is my only TV series rec because I did watch Spider Noir, but I watched I'm not finished it. I watched like the first 4 episodes and I was enjoying Spider Noir quite a bit. But the reason I didn't finish it was because then we moved and then I got sick and I got neurovirus. And then I was like, I have to either go back to the beginning. Like, I can't just pick. I forgot everything. Like, I have to go. I'm gonna have to go back to do a proper Spider Noir watch now, which kind of sucks.
Shit.
But I watched a series because again we had Netflix. I was like, let's watch a show, and we wound up watching The Burrows. And funny enough, Netflix just canceled it. So, but here's the thing.
Already?
Here's the thing.
I
Already
thought it was
canceled.
getting like, fuck.
No. Here's the thing, though. I'm going to say something controversial. I think the cancellation is a good move because the first season is so self-contained. It tells a complete
good.
story. It does not need a season 2. It leaves every character in a good place where you're like, yep, that's exactly where it needed to end. I was actually quite surprised to hear there was even going to be a season 2. It felt very much like a mini series while we were watching. Great story. It's basically a lot of people, because it's the Duffer Brothers, a lot of people were saying, oh, it's like Stranger Things, but with senior citizens. I don't think it's that. I think it's more like, do you remember the movie Cocoon with the old people?
Yeah.
Okay. To me, it's like Cocoon if Cocoon was a little fucked up and scary.
Ooh.
So it's like all these people in an old folks community, which was funny because I just left a retirement community and then I was watching a show. I guess I was homesick a little bit. I was watching a show about old people in this strange retirement community and some weird things that happen there. It feels very much like the Twilight Zone kind of weird, where you're like, what the fuck is that? And there are some good moments in it, and the cast is awesome. You've got Alfred Molina, who I love. You've got Bill Pullman, Gina Davis, Alfre Woodard, a bunch of fucking people. Dee Wallace Stone shows up, the mom from E.T. She's great. So really cool. They knew what they were doing. They were casting like all these like major sort of people, and they're playing. It's kind of fun to see them playing like really old people, like playing into their age. So good show. It's only 8 episodes, and I'm telling you, don't let that cancellation throw you off. They told a complete story. So if you want just a good bit of entertainment for 8 episodes, I would recommend The Burrows.
Okay, I will do that. I'm writing it down now.
Yeah, dude, check The Burrows.
Surprisingly, the only platform I have left now is Netflix. So,
Oh shit, dude, you could watch The Burrows.
yeah, I might do that. I'm gonna watch that movie you recommended, and then I'm gonna watch The Burrows. By the way, did you binge watch it, or did you kind of like?
We did
keep
2 a night. So we were
okay.
like, let's do 2. Then we would let it hang. The next night, we'd be like, let's do 2. Then we had a night where we were like, let's watch Bruce Willis. Then we watched like Bruce Willis, and then we did like, all right, let's do 2. So then like,
Is it
it took us like a week and a half to finish.
okay? But is it like? Would you say it's very? Is it complex? Should you give it time to breathe, or should you just? Okay.
It's not complex at all. In fact, it's very simple, which is kind of one of the things I liked about it. It doesn't try to over-explain things. It's very
Oh, cool.
smart about like, oh, here's this weird thing. We don't need to over-explain it. Oh, here's this thing. It's as simple as you think it is. Like it's very like matter of fact. We were kind of laughing at it because it was just so straightforward, but it was kind of refreshing. Like, yeah, whatever, it's fine, man. We're like, I get it. Old people, weird shit happens. The characters are so good. That's what kept me coming back. Where I was like, all right, I want to know
Oh, perfect.
what this guy's deal is. I want to know why these other people are here. The Burroughs is very good at mystery. It's very good at like, and it pays everything off. There's nothing left that's unanswered. But it's very good at introducing little things in the background where you'll be like, what the fuck was that? And then 2 episodes down the line, they'll answer it.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. That's what I've been looking for, actually. It's like not everything
Oh.
has to be the fucking House of the Dragon with like the
Yes.
first episode. It's like
You
I gotta
don't
do
need all the
homework on all these
mythology and
stupid
the
characters.
lore. Right. No, dude. This is super, super, super. Like if House of the Dragon is a complex meal, the Burrows is like meatloaf and mashed potatoes. It's like very easy up the middle. Like, hey man, if you just want something simple, this is it.
Okay, cool. I am looking forward to that, sir.
Yeah, man.
I will watch that. I do. I have
That's
been
it
looking for
me,
a streaming
So
thing.
like, if you have Rex, have at it.
All right, let's see. I think I'm going to do, let me just do 2 more. I saw an amazing Ringo Lam film called Full Contact. If you like, if you're a fan of bank heist movies and crazy gangs, this movie is fucking awesome. The action sequences are insane. Yes, you'll have to read subtitles, but it's awesome and it's totally worth it. And then the other movie I saw would be, let's see, what was this last one? I'm trying to make, okay, I'll do this one. If you're a fan of The Hitcher and you want like The Hitcher, but supernatural and weird, I watched this. It's from the guy that did, it's Richard Stanley.
Oh yeah.
It's called Dust Devil.
Yes.
It's crazy, that movie.
Yeah. Great.
It
movie.
looks amazing. And there's a 4K and it looks insane.
Oh
And it's
shit.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Have you
But that
ever
was
seen
the movie-
Hardware? The other Richard Stanley movie?
I think I revealed it on one of our
Yes.
our
Yes,
yeah.
that's
It's,
right.
I have
That's right.
I have the box there and it has the song. Yeah, I do. I love that
Well,
movie.
are you? Because I know you're a fan of Hardware. Then are you? Are you a fan of Dust Devil? Like, is this something that
I
you
liked
would
it. Yeah.
go back to and watch it? Yeah.
He's kind of weird and but his movies all look amazing. I love the way his movies look. And I think there's my other rec was I watched that Lost Soul documentary.
Great fucking nerdy
And
documentary.
dude, as far as like understanding him as a director and what he's into, it's like it's kind of sad what happened to his Island of Dr. Moreau film because
But
it
such a great
sounded
story that
really
he was
fucking
like
cool.
sneaking back onto set with the mask on, so nobody knew it was him. That's a great story. That's
That shit,
bizarre.
you know, it's crazy. When as a kid, I loved that movie because I was a big John Frankenheimer fan at the time, and still am. I didn't realize it went through all that craziness until I saw that documentary, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
You would never know it.
Anyway, that was that. I think you recommended that documentary a long ass time ago, and I finally got around to watching it. So as far as like the nerdy film doc is considered, that one was top notch. It was very well done. It didn't feel slow and old manny. It was like it gets right into the drama, and it's fucking insane what happened on that film.
Yes, Lost Souls. By the way, I did watch a nerdy documentary before I caught the neurovirus in my old apartment. And it was pretty good. It was a talking head documentary, but I did want to mention it. I watched a documentary called Not for Resale, which is about people who run retro video game shops and how that's a bad
interesting.
business idea. And as someone who loves retro video games, it was really cool to watch a documentary devoted solely to that. And there were a couple shops. Sadly, it was one of those things where at the end of the documentary, I was Googling each of the shops, and only one of them is still open.
Was it that thing where you go on Google Maps and it's like permanently closed?
Yeah, which was super sad. It made the end credits even sadder. But the one that's left open, I think, is in Boston, and I want to try and go to it.
Ooh.
I'm going to go to it and be like, I need a real copy of Super Mario 2 to beat that ass.
actually, where you are, it strikes me as though there would probably be a place like that. Because I saw
I
there's like a
think there
bunch of like
are.
pinball machine
Yeah, there's a
places.
bunch of pinball places I have yet to go. I haven't done anything. I haven't really done anything besides go to the movies and unpack my house. um, so one of these days I'll get out and I'll see Cleveland because like I know there are some good pinball places near me I want to check out. But also I do think there are some cool retro shops that I want to check out. That are also not like just outside of Cleveland, like so it might be like a 40-minute drive or something. That to them. What's crazy is like to me, when I used to live in Napa, a 40-minute drive was like very normal for people in California. It's like, yeah, I drive here and then I drive home. And like that to them is a normal commute. Out here, if I told somebody I drove 40 minutes away, they'd be like, wow, why did you make such a long trek? Because I had to buy Super Mario 2 on yes. That would be baller though. I'm playing Super Mario 2 by the way on like a retro Pi, so I'm playing like an emulated version of it. I do think it would be sweet to get an actual cart though, like to get the cartridge, the NES cartridge of Mario 2. And I'm telling you, man, how sweet would that be to have like a little Nintendo that's set up that you could pop that cart in the corner, just fucking be like, let's just fucking wail on this.
I know it would be so cool. There's something about it with those like the old school controllers, the square ones
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But listen, at least this way you don't have to blow into the fucking car. Dude, I had so many games that just fucking died.
And also I can save scum. I can like save state. If
I
I
know
didn't have
that's amazing.
if I didn't have save state, I would not be playing. Like, especially this game is so fucking annoying that like I would have been like, I'm out. Like,
Dude, those
literally,
games
dude,
are intense.
I'll beat a level and I'll save state. I'll beat a level and I'll save state because I'm like, I'm not fucking going back to do that again.
Yeah. Oh, another great thing is you don't have to like that. Another great thing about that is I remember if I wanted to continue a game, I had to turn off the TV and hope my parents didn't turn off the console because you would just hit pause.
Because then it'll be
Now
over.
you don't have to fucking do that.
Well, because the NES era didn't have that many games where with a password where you could be like, hey, if I left off, I
Yeah.
can put a password in and it brings me back. That was like very new technology then. Now it's
Even,
that's
I
the
think-
norm. But like,
Yeah, even I think it was only Legend of Zelda that I can recall that you could turn it off and like come back
Yeah,
to
I
a
remember
safe
too, like,
position.
in Super Nintendo, I remember I had the Batman animated series game, and that had a password system. So like if you
Oh, that's cool.
made it to the end of the level, Batman would give you a password, and you could come back in.
Oh, that's
and just
cool.
go from there. And I remember that was like really cool. So that was like one of the first video games I ever beat as a kid. And I remember that was the only way I could do it because I would when that password screen would come up, dude, I would run. I had like a sheet of loose. I would fucking rip it out of a notebook and I'd like, write that shit down.
It's on a timer.
Yeah, dude. You also didn't want somebody to come in and change the channel. No. Wait, I want to Google. Is Mario 2 hard or do I just suck?
I don't think I ever beat a Mario Brothers.
Oh shit,
game.
dude. The Google AI, what's the Google AI's name? Gemini?
Gemini?
Gemini, it isn't just you. Super Mario Brothers 2 is an incredibly jarring transition from other Mario
Oh, really?
games. Understanding why it feels so different will drastically change your experience. Dude, one of the
Wow.
reasons is the mechanics are clunky. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, that game
Dude,
was
there's a
like...
Reddit post that's literally, is Super Mario Brothers 2 supposed to be this hard?
Don't you feel like all those games were hard though? Like I don't recall like my ratio of games I play and beat in this era is so much higher than back in the day. And I should have better eye hand coordination when I was a kid than I do now.
Yes,
Those games
but
are fucking hard.
But you're beating more games now. Like if you play
yeah.
a modern game, you're completing the story, you're getting the achievements, you're unlocking things, right? Like to me, I'm the same way. Like if I play I love Mario. If I play a more modern Mario game, I beat it. I do the collectathon thing where I'm getting all the mushrooms and stars and caps and shit. I'm getting all that shit. Mario 2 is fucking with me on a deep level where it's not so fun sometimes.
Are you like questioning yourself like
A little bit.
I suck?
Because I remember
What have I done with
playing.
my life?
We were in LA, you and me, for one of the HHNs one time, and we went to the Alamo Draft House, and I remember they had like a stand-up arcade of the first Mario, and you watched me play through the first 5 levels like it was nothing, because I've played it many times. And Mark is sitting there like, because Mark doesn't play retro games. Mark plays new shit. And he was watching me, and he's like, holy shit. I never forget what you said. You were like, I'm watching Matt thread the needle, because I was going really fast. Dude, I thought about that the other day playing Mario 2 because I was like, if Mark saw me playing this right now, he would not believe they were the same person because I suck so bad at this.
By the way, let me tell you something though, and it's not because I'm a better gamer. I think they've severely dumbed down games like that game that I showed you, where it's like, look at the graphics on this, dude. If I get lost, I just press X on the controller, and this fucking scan goes out, and it's like, here's where you need to go, stupid.
That's
And
like
then there's
the
another
new-
scan that's just
that's
like, here's
the
what you
new
have to
Nintendo
shoot, you
game.
idiot.
Dude, I played the new Donkey Kong Bonanza, and it was fun, but it is very much like, it tells you, it shows you like a transparent arrow, like, go this way. Go this way. It takes all the
I
guesswork
love
and
that
challenge
shit,
out
though.
of it. Yeah, it is kind of cool at the end of the day. You're like, fuck it, man. I just want to like go where I'm supposed to go.
I mean, I'll give my brain a little bit of opportunity. I'm like, okay, yeah, you'll get 3 chances to figure out where the fuck to go. And obviously, you're an idiot. Just press that button on the 3rd one so you can actually go on
Dude.
with your life.
Mario 2 ain't like that. Mario 2 will kick you right in the gooch. It does not care.
Also, did you notice none of those games had tutorials? It was just like,
Nope.
you better know what to do, stupid.
Dude, I made it up to the world 4th world or whatever, and I just could not figure this one part out. And I try not to do this, but I was like, I'm not even gonna look up like a walkthrough on Google. I'm just gonna go to YouTube and watch somebody just do it. Like, what am I supposed to do? Because I was like, clearly I'm missing something. And I watched it's like a 2-minute video of I don't know who, but some kid, I'm gonna pretend, is playing this like it's nothing. It's like beep 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 beep, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, some of these gamers, you see some of the shit they're able to do. They're
Yeah.
like platforming.
Dude, he went.
Meanwhile,
through the
my
level-
dumbass is going diagonal and plunging to my death.
Yes, he did it in 2.5 minutes. It took me 2.5 minutes to get to the point that I needed his help for. You know what I mean? And I'm still in the level. I'm still there, and I save scummed it. At least I don't feel like such an asshole because literally one of the comments is, "This is the hardest USA Super Mario game." All right, so now I don't feel so bad.
No, I wouldn't. I'm telling you, like, don't feel bad because I've never, ever beaten any Mario game.
Oh, dude, that's like what I've beaten the most of. There's very few Mario games I have not played. This is one of them. And I was just like, I want to play it. I want to finally say that I've made it to the end. And it's really taxing, dude. It's really hard.
By the way, I've heard that the Mega Man games are even harder, though.
They're the worst. I don't play Mega Man. I have mad respect. If you tell me that not only do you like Mega Man, but you've beaten it, or you're like, I play Mega Man X and I play Mega Man, like, I'm out.
Dude, I tried. It's so hard. I'm glad I played it back in the CRT days because the one good thing about those glass screens is if you threw your fucking controller at the screen, the controller would break, but your TV would be perfectly fine. You do that now, you're out an entire fucking TV.
Yep.
And a controller.
The TV's so paper soft, you punch through it to the wall behind it and punch a hole through your wall. Yep.
Dude, if you get an OLED, your fist is going, it's so thin.
Going straight
You're
through.
going through that and then through the wall, too, because you have accumulated so much force and there's really nothing to stop you aside from your fucking
I'm gonna
drywall.
shield my hand with a dude wipe. One dude wipe on the hand going through the TV. Mark, is that it? Is that it for you, brother? For the Rex?
I mean, I have some other ones, but it's like, who gives a shit? After striking distance, it's like, who fucking cares what I recommend? They're all crap in comparison, you know? I can rattle them off really quick.
Go for it. What do you got?
All right. This way I won't have to save them. I'll just go super fast. Thunder Force, really stupid but fun. Then I watched How to Make a Killing, which was very well made and
Yeah.
not what I expected. I thought that was really fucking good. I decided to see some Palestinian films because I've been taught that like Palestine terrible. So I watched Once Upon a Time in Gaza, which is I watched a couple of them. They're very good. I forgot
Dude,
some of
look
the
at you
titles.
watching these adult enrichment movies.
Yeah, they're very good movies. They're fantastic. It's not like the way like American media portrays that. It's like, oh, they're just normal people or whatever. Anyway, great movies. They're very well done. And then the other one I watched, which is Back to America, is The Mandalorian and Grogu, which I thought of all the Star Wars
Had a lot
shit
of
I've
fun.
seen was fantastic. And
Yeah, it was
I'd
fun.
rather see these type of movies. And I think you and I already conversed about how it was story was told visually and it was very good. And then the last thing I saw was this I think it's a Spanish film called Alemania. It's about this girl who's trying to go to Germany on a kind of an exchange school program, but her sister's kind of psychotic and interfering with that and how she's trying to get there. And it was a very good little
Mark,
indie
you're
film.
watching some real like adult fare lately, man. Good for
Yeah,
you.
I'm trying to mature.
That,
But
dude,
they
you've
all
reached-
fucking suck
Mark,
compared to
you've
Striking
reached the
Distance.
phase of adult enrichment films, Mark. Next time we talk to Mark, he's going to be on the love of cinema.
Hey, does this get me back on the love of cinema?
This might get you back on love of cinema, dude. You're talking about Alhambras and the Gaza movie. This is prime
Rapa Nui.
Rapa Nui. This is prime love of cinema shit right now.
Hell yeah.
All right.
But I'd rather be on this show with you with Striking Distance.
Striking Distance of Masters of the Universe and all that shit.
Fuck yeah,
hey guys,
man.
It's good to be back. I'm back now. I'm slowly moving in. The podcast studio behind me will slowly change. This is me now. This is me now.
I am him.
It's so good to see you, man. It's so good to see you. I missed you. I missed this
man.
show.
Dude, we almost talked for like 3 hours. That's how long it's been.
That's how long it's been. We had a lot to catch up on. So, yeah, I think we'll maybe get back, hopefully, to our normal schedules. You'll hear from us, not next week, but the week after. It'll be like our bi-weekly schedule. But keep track of our socials at the Matt and Mark Movie Show on Instagram. Who knows? That way you can keep updated if we, like, do other stuff. But you'll hear from us soon enough. So, that's it. And it feels good to say this again. We're out of here. Peace.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no,
I
wait.
just want to say one last thing because it has been so long. This was like, I have been looking forward to this conversation for so long. It was great to catch up with you. I mean,
Hey, man.
it felt like years since we last talked, and it was so cool to finally converse about all these movies that we were texting each other about. It's nice to see your reaction on screen. And I had a phenomenal time talking with you, and I can't wait to do it again. This was fantastic, and I'm glad we're back.
Hell yeah. Oh, man. That was great. All right. That's it. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.